Whew.
What's happening, guys?
Hi.
Happy fucking gravy day. It's Past the Gravy, episode 542 or 452. 542. Got the numbers mixed up. It's episode 452 is what you're listening to. And I think we're gonna have an interesting one because I don't really have a lot. I mean, we have a lot on the agenda, but not a lot on the agenda. And we're just gonna get a little weird today. So it's gonna be one of those. All right, Bobby? Strap
It's
in.
gonna be 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, all the ones that we feel like we're underprepared for are the longest ones.
Pat was so still just then that I thought he was frozen. He was not moving. He wasn't blinking.
He was so
No, but he was
interested
there.
in what I had to
ninja,
say.
man. I'm so still that I'm actually invisible.
It's pretty
He went
impressive.
Dave Bautista on us.
It's pretty impressive.
Exactly.
Well, let's get into the pre-comeback kids segment, our pre-cum segment. Who wants to start off? Who brought in anything for the class today?
I got one. I heard this one this weekend or the other day. It piqued my interest. Would you rather get to sleep in a bed every day for the rest of your life, but you have to wear jeans while you're sleeping, or you have to sleep in a recliner, but you can wear whatever you want?
Jeans.
Jeans in a bed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just in a recliner and anything?
Yeah.
You go to your bed. You can get used to it. You can buy comfy jeans.
I was hoping somebody would say something else. The way it was posed when I first heard it, it like sounded. I mean, I think it's obviously jeans because like jeans are fucking comfortable, man. I don't know, like maybe
not
like,
all of them, but some. But yeah, you gotta get a good pair of jeans. It's comfy, or else.
I mean, I'll wear my Wrangler. I've passed out my Wranglers before.
Yeah, it's still
good.
doable, but like I'd rather lay in a bed than a recliner if that was like going
Right, like-
forward. That's how I had to sleep.
That would fuck
I
up
ain't
my back.
comfortable. Yeah, after a while, I fall asleep on the couch and my neck is just like, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
Oh yeah.
So you know you're getting old, guys.
All right. I was hoping Robert might get weird with that one. Should have known he'd be chalk.
No, I can sleep in anything. I can sleep with shoes on in bed. And be fine.
Done that
Do you
too.
get on- Do you get on your bed with shoes though? Are you one of those people? Would you ever lay on your bed if it's made with shoes on though? I think it's gross. You don't put shoes on beds. Shoes don't go on beds.
I think I've done it before.
You know what? I'll eat a sandwich in bed while wearing shoes just to
Gross.
piss off Alex. I'm
Don't
gonna take a video of me doing that.
Don't eat in bed, people. It's gross. It's a disgusting habit. Now,
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Which is weird because I'm not the make your bed guy either. I'm like, I'll never make my bed, but also don't eat in it.
The only time my bed gets
I have
made
rules.
is like when I'm changing the sheets.
And still, it's very like it's not well done. Emma's good at making the bed. When
I mean,
I
it's
made the
decent.
bed, I could do it. I just like.
I mean, it's
I
not
had to
super well done because
practice.
my bed's pushed against the wall, like on its side, so like there's no tucking or anything. But
Yeah, we got sides.
yeah, I'm alone,
Luxurious.
so I don't have that.
What's that bed called that goes into the wall?
Murphy bed.
Those are
Something
kind of
like
cool.
that. Yeah, those would
Nice.
be cool.
Never had to
Did
make
you-
my bed there.
I saw this the other day. You know what Murphy's
yeah,
law
it's
is,
already
right?
made to go.
What Murphy? What?
What goes
Murphy's
up must
law.
come down.
E equals MC squared or something like that.
I fucking hate
Yeah.
you guys.
That was it.
No, but you know what Murphy's law. Have you heard of Cole's law?
I before E, except after C.
No, it's thinly sliced cabbage. Coleslaw.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I've been sitting on that one for like 3 days since I saw it on Twitter. I was super fucking excited about it.
That was better than your lentil one.
Oh no, the
6K
lentil's one of the
in
greatest jokes of all time. You could say it's not to your personal like what you find funny. No, the lentil joke is one of the funniest fucking jokes of all time.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Robert, did you bring anything to share with the class?
Just an observation, I guess. I had a salad today and I was given a knife. Now, is that normal? Pat, you're the restaurant guy.
Good question.
Most people don't. Some people do like to cut it because some people do a shitty job at chopping lettuce and you get some massive fucking leaves in there.
Maybe
So,
it's like
like,
a wedge salad. Maybe a wedge.
Oh, you definitely. I
Just
mean,
use
if
a
it's a
fork.
wedge salad, I want a steak knife personally. I want to be able to
Right.
slice through that bitch.
What's a wedge salad? I'm new to
It's
salads.
wedge salad is like a head of iceberg lettuce.
Mhm.
So when they just like cut it in half or cut it in a fourth, and then they give you that, and then they sprinkle like whatever else is on top of it. But it's a wedge of a head.
What do you do when you get a sandwich? It's like 3 layers. It's sandwich toppings, another bread slice, and it's too big to actually take a bite out of.
No such thing.
Are you?
I've never
are
had
you,
a sandwich that was too.
Are you cutting it? Are you splitting the halves?
Nope. I just attack sandwiches. I'm a fat guy.
Yeah, I think you gotta be able to just maybe you cut it in half, but like you gotta be able to. It's a sandwich, you know. You gotta be able to maneuver
you just
it.
gotta push that bitch, Robert. You squish it.
I had a sandwich like that yesterday, and it was too much. I had to split the halves. Otherwise, I was not going to be able to bite into it.
What'd you put on it?
I got
On
a
this bad boy.
I got a BLT.
Ooh.
The BLT was too big. It's had
Yeah,
3
like
ingredients.
do they just have like 1,000 pieces of bacon and lettuce on it?
It did. It looked
Okay.
like the amount of
10
bacon that
pounds
you
of
would
bacon.
make for a family of, I don't know, 10.
A whole package of bacon. Like you were
Essentially,
the only
yes.
person that ordered from them, and they're like, "Well, you got all this bacon, made
I feel
it."
like if I saw this sandwich, I'd be like, yeah, it's a decent sized BLT.
I actually
Me and
have it.
Robert's
I have leftovers. I'm going to bring it. I'll bring it back. You guys
Good.
keep talking.
me
Good.
and Robert's idea of what's a massive amount of bacon, I feel like is probably 2 vastly different things.
It's got like 2 slices on it, and Robert's like, "This is just insane, isn't it?"
It's probably got like 5 or 6 slices of bacon on it, which is like, okay, cool. You guys know how to make a sandwich. That's awesome. I'm excited.
We're doing a this kind of came up organically, but we are going to do a mock draft of things to put on a sandwich today. So this is kind of on brand. We could pretend that we did this intentionally, that we're like, oh hey, it'd be wild as if we did a mock draft of that, but we already planned that. It's just funny that Robert brought it up, but here we go. It's
I bet you that
judgment time.
I bet you this is a thick ass tomato too.
I'm going to make
Like the thickest. It's like a whole tomato. They didn't even chop it.
It's thicker than a Snicker.
All right. Here we go.
That is a large BLT.
Yeah, but I mean it's a triple decker, so like,
I mean, you should be able to maneuver that though. Like, you bend
yeah,
the ends. Yeah, you bend the ends together, and then you're already in there.
I can't even squish down. I'm trying to flatten it, and the things are just coming
Let's
off
see.
the side.
Take a bite for us. Try and take a
No.
bite. We'll judge.
Come
I'll be
on.
the judge.
Come on.
Do it for
Put it in
do
your
it for the
mouth.
pod. Do it for the
No,
pod.
I'm not going to take
Watch.
a bite of it right now.
Pass a Great podcast on YouTube. Go
Mm-mm.
subscribe.
No.
Get it.
Give the people the content because they'll go subscribe.
Honestly, I wasn't even planning on bringing this back home with me. The waiter pressured me into to bring it back. He's like, "Oh, you're not gonna take that with you? Like, are you sure?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I don't really want it." Like, "Oh no, but like, you should take it home." I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'm taking it home."
Dude,
now."
that is annoying. You're like, bro, I didn't want to take anything. Now you're giving me like, here, I'll just throw this away at home. I'll just throw this away at home instead of here.
That's exactly what he did to me. I got peer pressured by the waiter.
Oh, you
50-50
barely
it-
touched that. Shut
you
up.
did-
It was a
if
lot
you
of
did-
sandwich.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you didn't bring that home, 50-50, someone's gonna eat it in the back. Because like that's half of it, and you obviously didn't touch that half.
That would have been good for them, but no, instead it's here. It's probably not going to be eaten by me.
Your waiter probably just hated everybody who worked with. He's like, fuck them. I'm not going to give them a sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Maybe he was a
my-
vegetarian.
early not cool. Robert's wasting a bunch of bacon. Like the most beautiful thing.
That's a lot of bacon.
It was a
gave us.
lot of bacon.
It's not that much bacon.
I mean, it's a big BLT, but
Yeah.
I don't think that seems like it's not biteable.
How much was that sandwich?
Wow, dude, don't ask a man about his money.
$21. I didn't pay for it.
Oh, okay, money bags. Where'd
I
you
didn't
go
pay
with
for
you go
Did
with
it
the
come-
owner of the bank to the restaurant? Is that
Wait.
what you went?
$21 BLT. So you got to imagine it's gonna be a big BLT to begin with. And
Right.
also, was this from Kenny and Ziggy's? A $21 BLT?
It was from Kenny and Ziggy's.
I was gonna
Okay,
say
well, that makes a lot
you
of
know, when
sense.
I
That makes a
saw
lot
the
of
size
sense.
of that sandwich, I was like, that looks like K and Z.
Did you go to the new one?
Yes.
Oh, was it awesome?
It was pretty cool. Pretty good in there.
Have you ever met Ziggy?
I've met Kenny.
I've never met Kenny, but I've met Ziggy. I love Ziggy. He's a good guy.
I've never met any of them.
They look like a Kenny and Ziggy though. Like,
Ziggy.
like,
Yeah.
like,
you're
when you have names like Kenny and Ziggy and like you own a place to get, like it's like you gotta really like you gotta have a special look to be a Ziggy.
Yeah, like
looks like
he
a
is the
Ziggy.
most Ziggy looking Ziggy of all time. Like if
It
you
makes
just
so
saw
much
him,
sense.
you'd be
Like,
like,
of course your
that
name is
guy,
Ziggy.
that guy owns a Jewish deli, doesn't he? And you'd be like, yes, he fucking does. And he makes the best goddamn sandwiches on the planet.
It's like Ziggy and Ozzy. You got to have a look to pull those names off. And like Ozzy Osbourne, you're like, obviously that's an Ozzy. There was an Ozzy that played Survivor, and you're like, that guy looks like an Ozzy. Like, but you got to have a cool like look to be an Ozzy or Ziggy, and like that he fits it perfectly. But yeah, if you're not in Houston, you might not have any idea what Kenny and Ziggy's is, but it's a delicatessen here. You guys know that nobody does better delis than Houston, Texas. A lot of people say that it's New York, but it's actually Houston, Texas, the deli capital of the world. People forget that.
You know what's crazy now that we've talked about it so much? Tomorrow, instead of just eating free food at work for lunch, I'm gonna fucking end up Postmating or Grubhubbing what will end up being a $30 sandwich from Kenny and Ziggy's over to me.
Yeah, let's just all go for lunch. Let's have like a creative meeting, and we can write it off on our taxes at the end of the year, and we'll just start.
I still haven't done mine, so I can put it on this one.
We'll just start. Okay, yeah. Then that works. And it is an Olympic year, so we do have to fucking pay. Damn it. I was gonna say we could wait till next year. We don't have to pay taxes that year. But no, like we should just go and like write off on our taxes like $1,000 lunch at Kenny and Ziggy's, which means we got like 3 sandwiches and something else.
But we would have to actually formally create Gravy Tech Industries or whatever we settled on the name.
Pass the Gravy LLC.
I mean, yeah, we have to make the LLC though, or else the IRS is going to butt fuck us.
Fuck the IRS, dude. They don't know. They don't know shit.
They don't, but they still fucking can do whatever they want.
They can.
They have no.
Why don't they just send you a bill? I still don't understand why they don't just send you a bill. Like that's what they should send you.
We know what you owe us, but we're not going to tell you. And if you don't tell pay us the right amount, you go to prison.
Jail. Yeah, that's a funny meme I've seen. I see like every text season, but like
still doesn't.
It's accurate. Like send me a bill. You know where I am. Like you can send all the other shit. Like here, you owe us this. Like, and then like you don't have to be like, well, let's also, hey, you paid us too much. Let's send you some more money back. It's like, just tell me what I owe you. I'll pay it like a bill. Like, let's go.
It's stupid.
No, we made it as complicated as possible.
Hey, if you hire somebody and pay them a lot of money, they'll find more money that you can get back. But if you do it by yourself, you're going to pay more than you have to.
Also, did you keep every receipt you ever had this year? Because you might need it. No, I didn't. Well, boy, are you in some trouble.
Fucking government.
Yeah. Taxation is theft, man. That's what I always say.
No. The new one is inflation is theft. Taxation is tyranny. I should have sent that to my brother. He would have fucking loved it. Oh,
Robert, write that down. Print that shirt. What is it? Taxation is theft. No.
Inflation is
inflation
theft.
Is
taxation
theft.
is tyranny.
I'm gonna put like a skull and crossbones.
Next time I see my brother, I'm gonna grab his phone. I'm gonna install Twitter on his phone and make him start a Twitter. And I'm gonna follow.
The government's gonna track him so hard.
Hold on. I'm gonna follow just libertarian Twitter, and he's gonna fucking love it.
Oh, you have to tell me what his Twitter is though, if you do get that. And I'm going to make a burner Twitter account that's just called Government Tracker. I'll follow him. And he'll be the only one I
follow. Okay, now I actually have to do this.
He's gonna be like, I told you, Pat, I fucking said it. The second I get online, they're gonna find me. Guess who the first person to follow me is? Government Tracker.
But like, you start tweeting at him like, do you know like the best way to keep your money is in a bank? Just like things like that.
Trust the government. The government is your friend.
Not Joe Biden followed me. I swear to God, I know it's actually him though.
It has to be him. It makes no sense that it wouldn't be. We're gonna use this podcast as a platform to just drive your brother crazy.
I follow just libertarian accounts and I follow the FBI just to fuck with them. Big dude, I didn't follow that one. They're doing it themselves.
Yes. And then also just follow Obama. A bunch of libertarian accounts and Obama.
You know what's funny? Like imagine
the NRA.
How much weirder would my brother be if he had access to social media? Well, I mean, obviously it's access, but
he would thrive on Twitter. Twitter is for just shouting about things. Like that is what the beauty of Twitter is.
if he could read other people's insane theories that get put on social media, my brother would have been there on January 6th. I'm telling you.
How many?
Oh, yeah.
How many
Oh,
followers
yeah.
do you think the FBI has on Twitter?
Like 1 million.
I'm gonna say I'll go 600,000.
600,000. Alex won 1 million. It's 3.4 million.
I thought more people would be woke to their bullshit.
Well, you got to keep an eye on them. I tag the FBI sometimes. I started doing complaint Twitter. Like that's why, like I was saying, Twitter is just for like yelling, like old man yelling at cloud, but then you just hope people see it. And like, I also feel that way. Okay. Like that's really what it is. We're just yelling into a void and hoping other people are thinking the same things we're yelling into the void. That are like, I'll share this with people. Or this is a funny dog video. Like that's basically what Twitter is. So I think your brother would thrive on that. But like I got into complaint Twitter this weekend where I don't know why I thought I put together a substitute teacher for sub and then was like Italian substitute teacher. Cool. I'm going to complain to Subway that this is what I got. And I just got like an old grandpa picture, put him on a Subway. I was like, what the fuck is this Subway? And then they DM'd me and like tried to like discuss like with like their like auto customer operated thing. And I'm not going to really complain. Like this is obviously a joke, but okay. And then I saw somebody had like a stuffed leopard in their back seat, and I tweeted it to PETA and was like, just FYI, they're trafficking an animal here. So I'm just gonna be that guy, just alerting people. Just keep, I'm Alex on the streets. Alex on the streets. I'm making sure everything's safe. All right. I'm calling it out. If I see something that's a little fishy, I'm gonna call it out, no matter what it is. Maybe it's a photoshopped picture, but I'm gonna call it out. All right. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to report the Steven Spielberg from Jurassic Park where he's petting the dinosaur, and all those people got mad and they're like, "Can you believe it? He's torturing this animal." It's like it's a dinosaur and those are extinct. That's obviously not real. But okay, so like I'll be like, at PETA, did you see this nonsense?
I like it, but also I'm in favor of never involving PETA in anything ever.
But sometimes that just means that they have like you're making them do chores that they don't want to do. Like, well, let's look into this. No, it's a stuffed animal.
Fuck PETA.
Like somebody had to spend their time doing that. That's funny. It's funny stuff to me. That's not all I really had. But what I brought in this week is I need somebody to explain to me how batteries work.
I'm not your guy.
I know. Okay. It's not just me though. How do you have a little piece of metal that you put into a thing and then does it just suck out metal from it? I don't understand how it powers things.
Something about there's a current that runs through it. Okay. And you get the positive.
I understand. I get it.
Inside,
it doesn't make sense.
Fairy that actually converts the energy.
They're on like a bicycle or something where they're pedaling on the bicycle, keeping it going, and they pedal till they die. And that's when the battery dies. Is that it?
Something like that.
I was buying batteries. I'm going camping this weekend, so I was getting like a phone charger. Like it's like a radio / phone charger. It was just the cheapest thing I found on Amazon, but it's got to use AAA batteries. And I was like, how the fuck do these really power this? That makes no sense to me. That you just put these in here, and it's been working for years, so I'm not questioning it. But it's like I'm too dumb to understand like the current thing. It's like you're putting metal in there and you're sucking something out of the metal and it somehow powers this plastic object. It's insane to me. Batteries.
Yeah, I didn't pay a lot of attention in school when they were talking about like currents.
I barely paid any attention. Yeah, batteries though, they're fucking wild, aren't they? Robert, what are your thoughts on batteries?
They're crazy, man.
Fucking
Let me ask you guys something. When you're playing video games, are you guys battery guys or are you the rechargeable battery pack?
Battery guy, because I would forget to charge it.
No, see, I'm telling you, I switched to battery packs a while ago. I can't tell you how much money I've saved on batteries in the last year. Because I go on marathons and play. Dude, all you do is you plug one into the back of your Xbox. It'll come with a long cord. And you leave one plugged in. And when yours dies, you just switch them out right then.
That's the Xbox still uses batteries, right? The PlayStation controllers, you just plug them in to charge.
But see, I would forget to plug in my controller.
See,
I
that's
like
my
that it's
thing.
got the removable battery so I can just switch them out whenever one dies. I would 100% forget to plug in my controller every night.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Amazon has the cheapest fucking batteries ever. I was looking at like, we don't need to talk battery prices, but like you could get like 36 batteries for like $10 on Amazon, and batteries are expensive as shit usually. Like, I don't understand how this works. They're probably really shitty batteries, but whatever.
You know
They
what's
work.
cheaper than that? Probably rechargeable batteries for your Xbox controller on Amazon. So why don't you? I'm trying to save you money here, man. You got a wedding
Batteries-
coming up. You
but,
gotta,
like, batteries
you
are
gotta start pitching
fucking-
them pennies.
Batteries are magic, dude.
They are.
There's no other real explanation.
I mean, you want to blow your mind more? How do rechargeable batteries work? Oh, I took all the juice away. Now you're putting more back into it. What?
Yeah, like I'm not plugging anything in. I'm just setting it on top of it. Like I don't understand. Dude,
Dude,
the world is a wild place, man.
we've gone so technologically advanced that we just invented magic.
That's really what we're, yeah. Like we're basically like Star Wars seemed like it was way ahead of us. Not really.
We created magic. No, I mean, obviously not. We didn't.
We could never.
We're fucking
but
idiots.
Magic has been created. Our people, the human race, ever heard of them? We're part of that.
I
We're all
mean,
part of that.
it's just, if like an EMP went off, me and you would not survive.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
Yeah,
how
we're
many like
goners.
basic things in the world we just don't understand.
Right. They're like, well, all you got to do is explain how batteries work and you can save the earth. And I'd be like, it's been fun, guys. Sorry.
My best bet is that like EMP goes off, we go back to like feudal lands with like kings and shit, and I could be a court jester. That's my only fucking shot.
Mhm.
I'm not useful for anything. I'm too out of shape to be a gladiator.
I wouldn't make a slave. I wouldn't make a great slave. I'd be the worst.
Oh no,
I'd
get killed quickly.
Me. Yeah, they'd just kill me and do away with me.
I'd make jokes to
I'd
like
be a
cope,
better
and
service that way.
It's fucking
That
terrible.
was the situation we were all in. But yeah, so batteries are wild. That's the first thing I wanted to bring in. I also wanted to point out that I am now a big recycling guy, because I realized that if you just do laundry, that's like recycling. So,
Oh, I thought you were actually recycling. Okay.
oh no, I mean I am. I'm washing clothes.
I recycle all the time.
I'm reusing them.
I
Washed this. Didn't wash this hat, but I washed the shorts I'm wearing. These are all recycled.
I'll use a plastic water bottle, and then I'll recycle it by spitting dip into it, and then it goes in the trash. So it only gets recycled once, but it does get recycled.
See, it's like we don't get credit for that.
No.
Oh, sorry, I don't take my own bags to the grocery store, but yeah, I use a bottle for dip spit.
Yeah.
The little
Eco-friendly.
Post-it notes I write my bets on. I didn't use the rest of the day as coasters. How about that? Does I not get credit for recycling? It's not just trash right away. I'm reusing it.
Smart man.
I'm reducing the amount of coasters I have to have. I don't know. I'm reusing. That's recycling. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I think we should be like, we are probably the number one recycling podcast in the world. If you think about all of the stuff we really
100%.
recycle.
I recycle my batteries for game controllers because they're rechargeable. There you go.
Look at you. I mean, the old recycling bin is really just your dirty clothes hamper.
And I drink a lot, so like,
Or
that's a lot of bottles that
dishes.
are being put back in the recycling.
you wash dishes,
True.
you know,
Ignore
yeah.
the disposable cup I was just using for my coffee.
but you can spit in it later. Yeah, I do take disposable coffee cups to work every day. So maybe I could get better in that part. But big recycling guy now.
We'll get you an office coffee cup, and you'll want to use that thing every day. Like the office.
I use a water bottle at work. Reuse that.
There you go.
That's recycling. Look at me. I take by throwing the disposable cup away every day, but I also give by using a reusable water bottle.
There you go. You're doing your
Balances it
part.
out. I'm basically breaking even.
Insert Starship Troopers meme. I'm doing my part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else did I have? Last thing that I brought in today. Which do you guys think is cooler between a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round?
Ferris wheel.
That was where I was leaning because you got
You know-
like elevation, but like, can you sit on a fucking horse or a unicorn or a gorilla or like any like that spinny table thing where you spin it while it's also spinning? That's nuts. You ever get one
I'm
of
gonna
those?
I'm going merry-go-round because I'm a grouchy adult, and when I want to be done with something, I want to be able to just step off of it and leave. Ferris wheel, you can be stuck up there for 30 minutes, depending on how slow that thing goes. God forbid, all of a sudden I have to poop. I'm always pre-poop. You're stuck 400 feet up in the air, and you got to take a dump, and you're not gonna be down for 20 minutes. Good luck.
See, that's a
Merry-go-round,
good
I can literally
point.
just jump off the gorilla.
You're twisting my arm, but you're kind of changing my opinion because I initially was leaning Ferris wheel, but like you get the element like I can see stuff. Look at all the stuff I'm looking down on. I'm taller than everybody right now, but you do have to stop. You do have to stop. What if we found a way to make like a Ferris go round where it's just a merry-go-round that then gets higher and then you can see stuff, but also you're on a horse that's going around.
So basically, you're thinking of the like tilt-a-whirl
Yeah.
from Astroworld, which was always a dope one. You know, it's like a merry-go-round, but it tilts up and down on its sides. So
yeah.
that one's cool.
I was also like kind of maybe like, you know, the swing one where you get lifted up on the swings and then you're spun around. They have one on Pleasure Pier, like something
dope.
like that. But like, and oh, well, Alex, what about safety? Obviously, I've thought ahead in the second that I just made this up, but you have like some sort of screen that closes down as you like we're going up, but people could jump off. No, you just close down the screen so people can't jump. It's safe.
You know what the adult merry-go-round is? I think it's that like gravity one where like you're standing up and it sucks you against the wall. I've never done that one though, but it looks cool.
That's cool. That is a fun one.
I'm going merry-go-round. I feel like merry-go-round has Ferris wheel. It's just one thing. It's just a circle. Merry-go-round. We got the tilt-a-whirl.
Ferris wheel has like the element of romance. It's classier. Which is cooler though? I think you can take all cool pictures on. Actually, you can take cool pictures on Ferris wheel.
Merry-go-rounds have two-seaters. They can be romantic.
But do you guys not remember the one where it was like a booth? You'd sit in that, it had the little plate thing, and you'd spin it around the pole, and then you were also spinning while the merry-go-round was on. That was the best one.
Merry-go-round has like 9 offshoots. The Ferris wheel just has one. It's a one-trick pony.
Well, they have the like closed off ones, like where it's like an entire like room, or they also just have like the open ones.
It's a two-trick pony.
Two-trick pony. Maybe they have ones with umbrellas on it. So that'd be a 3-trick pony.
Nah, see, now you're stretching it. You're stretching it. You're just trying to
canopy, but not a full room. That's 4-trick pony. But yeah, they don't have actual ponies on Ferris.
The merry-go-rounds do. Therefore, merry-go-rounds win.
I think I'm gonna go merry-go-round, but we do need Ferris go-rounds. Like, let's make that a thing. That's just a merry-go-round that we lift up, so you can merry-go-round up high, but then also look at like, oh, look at the skyline.
I mean, that's the chairs. That's what that is.
Just saying that way, and then you could just slide down if you wanted to get out. It's just a big slide at the end.
Okay.
All right.
I get down with that.
We'll workshop it. But I think Ferris go round it's a solid idea. Gravy Tech, get on that. Gotta get our new employees, or our interns, excuse me. The kids are interns.
Yeah, I definitely want the kids building it.
Yep. They seem like they know what to do. And like we could get a good feel on like what we should include in the merry-go-round, because I don't like how many things are in a merry-go-round? Like say 16 like spots, 16 to 20 spots. Like,
I'd say probably closer to 30. I want a big merry-go-round on there.
Well, we got to start small. So let's buy a small one first. Let's just buy so 20. Theoretically, like how are we filling out the roster on the merry-go-round? Because you got to have, I'd say, at least 4 horses. 4 of them have to be horses.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. You get the unicorn, so some little girl feels special because she got the unicorn, and that way we can also create fights. And then we also create like the dad that didn't get his daughter on the unicorn, so then he has to buy another Ferris wheel, ferry go round ticket to get her on the unicorn, but then she doesn't get it, so he ends up buying like 4 tickets to go on it. That's how we got to get it. We got to get it coming back. So you have like 1 unicorn. I want the spinny thing. I'd like 2 of those because they fill up fast. The chairs, how many chairs do we go with?
I would say like make it like a miniature, like it looks like a car or a carriage or something, so you can seat 2 side by side on that. We'll go 2 of those.
That you have the carriage and then you have the horse right in front of it, so like the kids can be on the horse. Parents are like, I'm not hopping on that, I'm sitting right here.
You gotta have
an alligator.
It's too long. It takes up a lot of space though. I was gonna say 2
maybe
elephants.
It's a 2-seater. Maybe it's a 2-seater.
2-seater front and back alligator like that.
Alligator. Yep.
2 elephants.
That seems large. Seems like they'd be very big.
Oh, I mean, it's miniaturized. It's just big enough to sit on.
You size them down. I'd like a gorilla.
You gotta have a gorilla
for Harambe. May he rest in peace. What is that? What's this up?
I was gonna say, Robert, you keeping track of the numbers here?
I didn't keep count, but I'd say we're close. So that's how you fill out a merry-go-round. All right, done.
Nailed it.
And then we just wasted all your time that way. Sorry about that. But Ferris go rounds coming soon to a fair near you. That's our goal, is to get a Ferris go round into the rodeo carnival next year.
Oh, forget the rodeo. I got an idea for this. We're gonna. This is what we're shooting for. We're giving ourselves 1 year to make this happen. Next year's Lucky Pub pop up for St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day merry-go-round. Chaos.
Dangerous, but also good. That's why we had to put safety.
One of them can be a leprechaun. It's just a little leprechaun. You're sitting on his shoulders.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can work with that. I think we're off to a good start with the Ferris go round. Let's move on to the comeback kid. Yeah, solid rough draft. Let's move on to the comeback kid segment where we tell you what's back in the news each week. It's brought to you this week by Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world and the official beer sponsor of Past Grade Podcast. Head up there at 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. They always have awesome events going down every weekend. And Pat, I don't have the schedule up, but April 16th, if you want to mark your calendars for April 16th, about 3 weeks away, we will have the release of Darlin' Like a Marlin 2 Electric Boogaloo, a mango sour. We had the blackberry sour last year with Darlin' Like a Marlin launch. We're going to have a mango sour with Darlin' Like a Marlin 2 Electric Boogaloo in our second beer release from the brewery. And we're gonna do a live podcast. We're gonna have a Ramones cover band going on after us. I think we might get a little Kyle Garrett action before the podcast as well. And we're gonna have some of the best beer on the planet because it's Southern Star Brewing Company. It's gonna be a hell of a time. But yeah, shout out to Keith and all the gang up at Southern Star. They're awesome. And go up there, tell them you're part of the Gravy Gang at Southern Star. We're all family, so they'll be like, oh, come on in. They'll hook you up, they'll help you out, and it's the best brewery in town. I'm telling you. Go up to Conroe if you're in Houston. It's 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe, and you're gonna have a great time, as Pat would say.
A great time.
Southern Star Brewing Company. If you're drinking a Southern Star, hit them up on Twitter or Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. They are at Southern Star BC and at Southern Star Brewing Co. And then also tag us as well at Pass the Gravy Pod.
And if you're looking for something to do this weekend on Saturday, Amazing Kindness Race and 5K. It's a team relay, or you can choose from team relay through service and fitness challenges, including the 5K. It's great for families and work teams. Individual chip time 5K, virtual 5K. I don't see what the entry fee is, but entry fee includes a shirt, custom pint glass, and one beverage.
Sounds like
if you're into running, that's the best way to do it.
Sounds like a plan. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe at Southern Star Brewing Co. and at Southern Star BC on Twitter and Instagram. They are family, our beer family, and the official beer sponsor of Pass the Gravy. This is the Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, our first comeback kid this week is swimming. It's been a very, very hot
Let's go.
topic
Let's
this
go.
week. I don't know if you've seen the interwebs, fellas, but people have been talking swimming, and I'm talking about all these athletes swimming in that dough. They are absolutely swimming in cash. Did you see Tyreek Hill, Chiefs wide receiver, got traded to the Dolphins? He's signing a $120 million deal. Y'all were just talking about all the baseball deals. Guys are getting fucking paid right now. It's pretty nuts. And I mean, this happens every year. This happens every year, but it just feels like there are a lot of big trades. Yeah, Deshaun Watson headed to the Browns.
230 million fully guaranteed.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield just kind of hanging out, nowhere to go right now. I mean, we already talked about Russell Wilson moving, but there's been a ton of moves. Carson Wentz to the Commanders.
You realize Deshaun has it's a little over 10 million guaranteed per civil case of sexual assault. That's a lot of money. Guaranteed. That's a lot of money.
Is quite a bit of money. I didn't ever look it up and divide it up that way, but that's interesting.
I just did the mental math right now.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Our Houston son, that's not from Houston, Carlos Correa, headed to the Twins on a 3-year that's actually going to be a 1-year deal.
A 1-year deal. Are you mad?
No. I wanted him to stay. I get it, dude.
More about
go make your money.
The fact that even though Jim Crane said that they were in discussions, apparently they never offered a deal after the lockout. It was still their November deal.
Yeah, I'm not happy with Crane.
They were mad at him for locking out.
I get you can't pay everyone, but you couldn't match that deal.
They didn't want the opt out because you didn't want to deal with it again. But it's like if you're gonna deal with a player like that, you're gonna
But out of this, we got that Lance McCullers is like Houston's new favorite son now on Twitter. He said, "Bury me in the H." Oh, fucking love that guy.
Oh, because because that's what his career is gonna have to happen because he can't start.
You shut your mouth.
I'm just kidding. I like Lance McCullers.
He's a good man. Loves doggos.
Yeah, he's a big dog guy, and you guys know we're big dog guys too.
Yeah.
Cycling guys and dog guys.
And what was the other? Trevor Story got a shit ton of money to go to Boston. It's another free agent signing.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Russell Wilson last week going to? We did, right? That had already happened. Yeah.
It was like 2 weeks ago also, but yeah, time just flies. Time flies, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these guys making all this money swimming in that.
And of course, we don't even have to mention all the NHL free agency. You guys follow that, you know it.
Right, but like
I'm sure they know
talk
all
to
of
us,
them.
tweet us, and we'll chat about the NHL trades.
You guys
but
know.
Lots of stuff's going on.
Claude Giroux down to Florida.
Red Wings putting together a squad. Just the Red Wings are going to be like the Astros were when they were just stockpiling all those guys, and then they got really good. Like that's what the Red Wings just like. Hey, just give us your best youth guy. Just give us that guy. Cool. All right.
Are the Red Wings the like official team of Women's History Month?
Maybe, because they do support women. Give them the support.
They're named after
and protection they need.
Yeah.
I thought they were named after the boots.
Oh, we're talking about different Red Wings. Okay.
Oh, I know. I got what you did there.
Gross, huh? Yeah.
Nasty. Our next comeback kid this week is our king. He has returned. I'm obviously talking about Lil Nas X. You guys see, he did a little sneak peek of his new single he's gonna drop, and coincidence or fate, you guys can be the judge, but he did mention Pass the Gravy in the little snippet he did.
No, dude, he's the king of the internet. No way, it's the coincidence.
I mean, and by mention Pass the Gravy, I mean, he mentioned gravy in it, but obviously that is a shout out to us who he knows tweet him all the time. He knows that we're big fans. He's clearly being like, guys, I don't need to tell you guys I'm a big fan. You guys get it though.
It's winking and nod.
It's all about the like subliminal messaging. He's telling us, he's basically in that song. He's like, go listen to Pass the Gravy. It's pretty much what he's doing. That's what we love. Our king. He's awesome. He's also I'm ironically wearing my I Heart media shirt, but he is the iHeartRadio Male Performer of the Year. You know, we're on iHeartRadio, big company guys. He is the winner of the Male Performer of the Year. How awesome is that? So, you know, we're basically working for the same company. We're coworkers. Once you get an award, you clearly are working for that company, right?
Of course.
Sort of. You own stock in it, I think. You own one stock in whatever company gives you an award. That's a fact.
Stonks.
We're talking guys talking stocks. But yeah, Lil Nas X gave us a shout out in his new single. So, hey, look, Ma, we made it. And also Lil Nas X. Can't wait for that single drop. It's going to be sick. The PTG bump is back as well. West Ham reached the final 8 of the Europa League that they're in, which is like one below Champions League, but it's the best West Ham's done in a very, 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 very long time, especially the best they've done since Pass the Gravy has gotten behind them, willed them to like become a winning squad. There's no denying that like Pass the Gravy was like, oh, West Ham not doing great, relegation battle. And then Pass the Gravy was like, oh, hey, I'm Forever Blown Bubbles song is cool. Let's be West Ham fans because we're not just a bunch of bandwagon bitches. And just you can watch, yeah, it goes up. And then there's been a couple like downward angles, but like overall, we are way up right now. And I mean, the Champions League is down to their final 8. We are down to our final 8 since like Europa League is right behind Champions League. Like there's 16 teams left in those 2 tournaments combined. We are a top 16 team in all of Europe. So shout out West Ham and the PTG bump. Come on, you Irons. It's good to be, you know, helping out people helping people.
It's a beautiful thing.
There's no denying that we have turned this club around. Our support alone. But yeah, PTG bump is back and in a big way. Our next comeback kid we got is food, because I guess like wedding stuff, because you went to a wedding this weekend, Pat, but I got to do a really fun part of having a wedding. A lot of it is like, you know, weddings are very expensive, but fun little thing I got to do was tasting. I got to go to a tasting for like the dinner we're going to have at the wedding, which meant they were like, well, all this is the stuff we have on our menu. We need you to pick some options that you have. Then we had to narrow down the options, but we get to try everything. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll try some chicken marsala and some chicken parmesan, and the steak. Let me just try some steak here. Oh, okay. Let me have a little bit more with some chimichurri, a little chimichurri sauce on top. I'm all down for that. Some what was it? Grilled chili asparagus, or not asparagus? Brussels sprouts. I think we're gonna go with Brussels sprouts at our wedding, but they're bomb. They're bomb Brussels sprouts.
Want me to save you some money? I learned this from my buddy. By the way, shout out Tyler and Caitlin. It was a beautiful wedding. Well, one, I don't know if anybody's told you, given you the advice of just invite everybody, because most of them aren't going to be able to make it, but they'll still send you a wedding gift. That's what Tyler was told. Everybody came, so it ended up being over 200 guests. Also, especially if it's that many, forget the steak option. Chicken or fish, because the steak option ended up being a third of the cost of his entire wedding because everybody got the steak.
Well, ours is a buffet style, so it's like
that's easier. Yeah, his was. I'll tell you afterwards how much it cost, but you would be shocked at how much money he had to spend on that one.
I'm not shocked at anything anymore. It's just this many zeros is how much we're putting behind this. Like
I think the number of the steak.
I think they just roll a dice and they're like, lands on 4, that's 4 zeros to the end of whatever the first number is. Like that's how they price weddings.
Save money where you can, and then and I know you are gonna have one anyway, but you just gotta have the open bar.
Yep. Shout out to Southern Star. They'll be providing the beer. Fucking
so are they getting like sponsor like flags around? I feel like we should do that for them.
I feel like we should hook them up. We should definitely hook them up. We'll figure something out.
Alex and Emma's wedding, sponsored by Southern Star.
Brought to you by.
That would be awesome.
I think a sponsored wedding sounds cool.
It does. You're just a full-on influencer, man.
Who sponsored your wedding? Oh, nobody? That's interesting. Just your mother-in-law? Awesome. Cool. But yeah, getting to taste like all the appetizers and like the salads and stuff. Like that was pretty cool. And you're like, I'm not getting that at all, but like I want to try these mac and cheese balls. Let's try those. Okay, cool. Then we went samosas. Not a big samosas guy. I had some samosas yesterday, and I was like, let's do that. So while we're taking pictures, you guys can be like, oh hey, we've got samosas on these trays. Let's have a couple of these while we also
What the
drink our
fuck
beers.
is a samosa?
I don't know. It's like a it's like a little like cake. Not a cake. It's like a little baby pie. Go look at
You should have them just pass it like up plates of bacon.
But it was like a vegetable and potato samosa. So I was like, I bet this is like a vegetarian option, but it fucked. It was really good.
No vegetarian options. You don't want those people at your wedding.
Well, but then we'll just eat all of the appetizer stuff. That's all you get. We have sodas in the back. So food's back in a big way. Pretty stoked. And then what else? Oh, Survivor is back, dude. Okay. I know I'm a big Brother guy, but Emma and I also watched Survivor, and we did not watch the past season of Survivor until this weekend. And I was like, we should just catch up. And we binged the entire season in 3 days. And I think I want to play Survivor more than I want to play Big Brother. I'm going to have to get better at being a man. I'm going to have to be better at being a man. So I'm going to.
So we just talked about how neither of us has any survival skills.
But that's so like they like the storylines. They like the storylines like that. Like, I was just never an outdoorsy guy, and this is just me getting out of my comfort zone, and me just, I'm trying to prove to myself and to everybody else that I can do this, but most importantly, myself on this journey that I'm on. Like, I think that's how you just gotta feel as like a sympathetic character. I would, but then also I think I could do better in Survivor if I don't get kicked out first, because in Big Brother, it's like closer to 100 days. Survivor, they did like a 26-day season, and I was like, I can avoid annoying people in 26 days. I bet
that's how long it is. It's only 26 days.
Yeah, they're actually like surviving, and then they chop it up, and then over 3 months.
I could fool people for long enough on that.
Yeah, they're not like on the island for 3 months. It's like they do like a month. They usually did like 30 something days, and I think it was like 39 days maybe they would do. But it was like,
we have my own poop area and my own poop hole. I think we're okay.
Yeah, or the ocean. I don't know how they do it out there, but I was like really into Survivor, so I think I would do better on Survivor than I would Big Brother. But I don't think I would win either. But also, if you win Survivor, you win $1 million instead of $500,000.
Well, and you know what? I'm starting to think about this now. I haven't watched Survivor since the first one, but like, I've got a lot
worth
of
a binge. It's worth a binge if you go if you have Paramount Plus. We did it, and we also have the Paramount Plus that we paid more for no ads, and it was like I felt like a millionaire. We're like, oh, we're gonna be right back. Psych, we are right back, bitches. I felt like I was cheating the system. It was amazing.
If I wasn't able to eat very well out there, like I said, a lot of fat stored up, I'd be okay on that. I'm used to being dehydrated all the time.
Yeah, you lose a little weight. I
don't drink enough water, and I drink way too much alcohol, which dehydrates you anyway.
But you detox on the island because you're not drinking alcohol. It's good.
Where other people are like getting cranky because they're just hungry and thirsty all the time, I would just be like, yeah, this is just like my life.
Because like I don't think I could build like a shelter, but I'd be like the guy that helps out with all the other shit. I'm like, oh, you need me to help haul some bamboo? I can fucking carry shit.
See,
I'll carry some fucking bamboo. Want me to go to the well, get some water from the well? I got that. Hey, I got you guys. I got you.
I'm not going to design our house
fishing if we got the fishing gear. Yeah, I'll fucking carry everything everywhere. And they're like, oh, that guy's helpful. And he doesn't he doesn't try and like take the lead on everything and like overpower everybody. Like he's just being a chill guy.
I'm good at deflecting blame specifically at other people. It's one of my skills. So I could like target people and get them out.
And like, I don't want to get super duper into reality talk. I know everybody doesn't watch Survivor or Big Brother, but like in Survivor, they have like an eviction or like they vote somebody out like every couple of days, as opposed to Big Brother where it's once a week. So it's like, I would annoy the fuck out of people. And like, they'd be like, I wasn't thinking about getting rid of Alex, but like, I think we should just get rid of Alex because he's obnoxious. Like, I'm over him. It's every couple of days. So it's like, yeah, you have the opportunity, like it's more frequent and you have a better opportunity more often. But like, to get kicked out. But I think that I could also be like, well, just dodge
There
this
might be
bullet,
one
hang out
problem
for
with
2
this.
days.
Are there mosquitoes in Fiji?
I mean, there's all kinds of bugs, but like you get used to it. Everybody else does. You just
Other
get used
bugs,
to
I'm
it.
okay. As long as the mosquitoes aren't bad and I don't see a snake, I'm okay.
Oh, there's snakes.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, there's,
I'm out.
It's
I'm
a
out.
fucking tropical island. There's probably snakes on
out.
all of this.
I'm fucking out. I'll deal with lizards. I don't do snakes.
But I think Survivor, if I was going to get on any of them, I think it'd be Survivor that I'd try out for. I probably wouldn't make it on that either. But
Put me on Celebrity Big Brother. Same time frame, 3 weeks in and
he's
out.
not really a celebrity, but here you go. Just give you a fake celebrity background. But yeah, Survivor's back. I would recommend that as a binge if you guys are looking for something cool to watch. It's like 15 episodes a season. It always feels like, since it's 3 months long, that it's like, oh, there's probably like 87 episodes. It's 15 episodes. Super easy.
All right.
So yeah, that's gonna be the show I get on. Pat, what else do we got for Comeback Kid?
Letters, because those cheating ass Yankees are finally going to get exposed. The MLB is going to be forced to unseal the letter, and Rob Manfred is going to lose his job for being the little bitch that he is.
My whole opinion, and people have asked me why I'm not talking about it more, and I don't work for the Yankees, so I feel like I don't have to make a public statement on it. But like, I also thought everybody cheats. Does it even matter? Doesn't even matter if everybody's doing it. That was what I was told for these past couple of years. So that would be my response. If everybody's doing it, it doesn't matter.
Well, my one thing is just to shut up all the Yankees fans that were like, Judge got cheated out of it that year. Altuve didn't use the system, and Judge obviously did. So Judge almost cheated his way into it, but wasn't even good enough at cheating. That gap-toothed bastard.
Maybe he felt so bad about cheating that he wouldn't let himself get to the next level because he felt so bad about cheating.
He's a little bitch. Thoughts, Robert?
Don't call him that.
He's a big bitch. Sorry.
Don't.
He may not even be able to play in home games, right?
Oh,
'cause of
yeah.
the vaccination thing.
Yeah, because he doesn't care about other people.
I actually have a vaccine story. I'll tell you guys here in a little bit, but
I forgot
big
about that
vaccine talk today. Big vaccine talk today.
part. Yeah. Yankees are
Letters
cheaters
back.
and they're going to be exposed. And the last one I had is fishing. You know how like on social media all the time, like you'll get, hey babe, hey sexy in your DMs, and it's just like a porn bot or whatever the fuck it is. I got a text message of that today.
Oh, those are definitely real things.
So I didn't know that was a thing.
A couple like a week sometimes, and it's like in a group. Was it a group? Was it like
No.
you and 24 other people? Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes it's like the 24 other people. There's like a link, and then it's like emojis where it'll be like water droplet, tongue, and it'll be like, what?
So no, it's hi handsome.
Follow
I
my
had
link
so
for
much-
my pictures.
This is hi handsome. I had so much fun the other night. How do you feel about round 2? And for a half second, I was like, that last 30 minutes that I was at the wedding and I was blacked out drunk, was I real smooth? Because I actually wasn't forming English words by the end of it. I gave up mid-sentence trying to tell my buddy something, sighed, and walked away because I couldn't get the words out at this wedding.
But maybe you had the power to just like.
I was like,
sweep a
maybe
woman
I'm
off her
back for
feet.
30 minutes while my sister was on her way to pick me up from the wedding. And then she sent through a picture. I was like, I've definitely never met this person before in my life.
Did you text her?
No. I thought about responding. Does this ever actually work?
Oh no, I always just like delete this. I'm always scared that it's just like some hack thing. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm not
no.
going to respond at all.
I'm not
but-
clicking any links. I'm not responding to anything. I just delete it.
Yeah. But it was
It's really weird. It's really weird. Like they're just doing like the porn bots are doing the political text route now. They're like, well, it worked for them.
A few months ago, I mentioned that I got a text like that, Pat. So like, oh, thanks for standing me up last night. You missed out on all of this, and then send me a picture of someone.
Boobs.
Okay.
You see boobs? Were there
No.
boobs in it?
No, it's just someone's face.
No boobs. You should like show boobs. That way I'll know it's you.
Yeah, this is my first experience with the phishing text. So now, as along with my 19 spam likely calls that I get a day, I guess I got to deal with this bullshit.
Have fun with that. I get the sometimes they'll like send it to like a group, and it'll be like you and 24 other people, and then it turns into one of those like have you ever been on like one of those email, like somebody sends it to like a whole group in the company and people like replying all to not reply all. Stop replying all. We don't need you to reply all. It's like, you know that you replying all still is not helping the problem, because now I have one more, like, stop telling people to not reply all. I get it. It's like one of those like, leave me the fuck alone, delete my number, lose my fucking number. I'm like, just don't respond. Just delete it, guys. Just delete it. I don't, stop it. It's weird. I always want to be like, so where are you guys from?
One of those.
Where's everybody from? Anything interesting going on today?
Are all these guys your boyfriend? Because like, I'll share. I'm a modern guy. I'm not possessive.
Look, I think a woman should be able to do whatever she wants. Just like,
babe, who are these other guys you're texting?
Guys, why are you all texting my girlfriend?
Oh yeah, I do. I mean, I would have fun with it, but I'm too scared to respond to the number. It is a 281 number though, but I guess we got hackers in the H,
or they just have like a software
phone number. Yeah,
that's probably most likely what it is. But yeah, that's our Comeback Kid segment for this week.
What if my cynicism is costing me a chance at love?
Some girl is like, she listens to the podcast. She like did all this work to get your number and was trying to just like be silly off the start. And she's like, he just fucking roasted me on his podcast. I put myself out there. Finally, I put myself out there. And this is what happens. Create a Twitter and tweet us that was you. And you know what? We'll set you up on a date with Pat.
Now Josh Tree is going to take a Twitter or make a fake Twitter and try and fucking catfish.
You might get stood up in real life, but it's going to be great content for us.
They show up and it's just Josh standing there laughing at me.
Look, a couple things real fast. For content for my podcast, this is going to have to be live streamed. So yeah, sorry about that, but would love to meet you.
Here, I'll keep you off camera. I'll just go on a Twitter space.
We'll blur you out and then we just don't blur out. Oh shit, that wasn't blurred out. My bad.
Oh goddamn.
All right, let's move on to the mock draft portion of the pod. If you're new here, we kind of just hop on the mock draft train after football season's over. They just talk about draft stuff. Everybody's throwing out mock drafts of who might go where in the draft. They all, at the end of the day, mean nothing besides entertaining you. And I look at them, but like, there's not a lot. You don't put a lot of stock in mock drafts. You know, a lot of things can vary, and it just takes like one thing to change everybody's mock drafts. But we decided that we were just going to mock draft random things, and if there's something in the news that's going on, you know, we'll hop on that. Like last week with the start of March Madness, we did a mock draft of things that made us mad. The results of that went. I got the win in that one. I had 52% of the vote. Pat had 35% of the vote for second place, and Robert came in third with only 13% of the vote. I thought that we were fairly even matched, and I was kind of surprised that like I had half of the vote. I thought that it was going to be pretty neck and neck the entire weekend.
I think this was definitely like, oh, I see the one that's always attached to the one person.
Yeah. And I always say, like, it's a draft. Like, how well did your draft go? Not, well, I like that one, and this is what I got. Like, you know, it's as a whole. So you try and judge based on the four that each person takes, you know. Maybe think about that going forward. But we're gonna do this week. We already told you a mock draft of things to put on a sandwich. And Pat, when we were discussing this one, was like, does that just mean meats? Because then we can just do all meats. And it's like, yes, it could mean all meats. But also, like, we're just assuming.
Well, I was asking that because I assume 80% of what we pick is going to be meats.
Right. I know. I'm clarifying. But we're just assuming we get 2 pieces of bread, you know, and this is whatever we're putting on it. So if you're making a sandwich with this stuff, would it be good or would it not? That's a good way to look at it, I guess. So Robert, we're going to go in reverse order of how we finished last week. It is a snake draft. So Robert's going to go first. Pat will go second. I'll go third. And then I will start off the second round, come back to Pat. Then Robert will go twice and we'll come back. That's how snake drafts work. It is the mock draft of things you'd put on a sandwich. Robert, with the first pick in the draft, who are you taking?
So I think that there are potentially there's no clear number one. I think so.
I would
it's-
agree.
So I think it's tough because I obviously would want these, and Pat can just take the rest. I'm gonna go. I'm not going meat number one. I'm going cheese.
Okay.
I'm going cheese.
Just-
Cheese is my number one.
All right.
Can we do
do we-
general cheese, or do we have to pick a specific cheese?
I'll leave that one up to you, Alex. Your call. I was thinking specific cheeses. I had some specific.
I feel like
cheeses
because
on
we're gonna do
mine.
specific meats, so we have to do specific cheeses too.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay, if we're gonna do specific, okay, fine. Forget the
Because
cheese.
again,
then.
cheese that takes a whole category.
All right,
you
forget
know?
cheese then. I'm going bacon.
Fuck!
I'm
Come
going
on, you
bacon.
can take cheese.
Yeah, I thought that was actually the other one. I'm not gonna say, but I thought bacon was bacon or that were my like. Okay, these are probably not going to be available when it gets to me. Pat, second pick, no bacon though.
Okay, I am going to go. I'm gonna go with steak. Nice steak sandwich.
Steak, a steak sandwich. Okay,
That's a good one.
that is a good one. I'm gonna just keep it simple because if I couldn't have got bacon, I was gonna go turkey because I think turkey, a nice turkey sandwich. Fuck's wrong with a turkey sandwich, you know? We'll go turkey sandwich, and then I'm also gonna go a little ham. I'm gonna go ham too.
There you go.
Turkey and ham sandwich.
All right.
Back
For
to
my
back.
next one, for my next meat, I'm going to go with let's see. I'm gonna take salami. Love a good salami sandwich.
Salami would be good, yeah.
That's actually I use salami more than I use any other meat in my sandwiches.
Really?
Yeah, I buy a lot of
I think
salami. It's nice
turkey's
and low
my
carb at the same time.
Turkey's my
Well,
go-to. Cajun
Cost versus
turkey.
salami.
They say turkey's
cheap
really
and it's
good for you, which I don't know if it's really true, but whatever.
It is.
Probably not the Cajun turkey. Robert, you got two here. Last pick of the second, first pick of the third.
All right, I'm gonna go with a cheese. I'm gonna go with American cheese. That's
Solid.
one of them.
Patriot right there.
Exactly. Now I'm
You have the
gonna-
most patriotic list so far. Bacon and American cheese.
And I'm gonna go with chicken.
Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like you talking like just a chicken breast, maybe some sliced up, like chopped up chicken.
Yeah, sliced up chicken.
That's what's up. All right. Back to Pat. Things are getting interested in this one.
I'm gonna take roast beef.
Okay, he's continuing to just go all.
Oh, meats.
You
All
don't know
meats.
that if I'm gonna go all meats. You don't know what my fourth pick is gonna be.
I'm gonna go Swiss cheese. I think Swiss cheese is always awesome. Like, there's no way to go wrong with a little Swiss cheese. And then to wrap things up, I'm gonna take in the fourth round as a flyer. I'm gonna take knuckles. Good little knuckle sandwich.
I knew one of these was gonna come in there out of nowhere.
So
You don't put knuckles on a sandwich.
you ever have a knuckle sandwich? I'll show you a knuckle sandwich, buddy. I don't think you want any of that. You know who knows about the thing about knuckle sandwiches? Frankie Ocho. He'll give you 8.
He'll give you 8 of them.
You don't want that, buddy. You mess with his water spout, you're getting 8 knuckle sandwiches. They might be tiny, but they are effective. So we go knuckles. Swiss cheese and knuckles.
This is a tough one for me here. Do I go 4 meats or do I switch it up?
I just
I
like
gotta-
to think of like looking at them though. Like I would have Swiss cheese, knuckles, ham, and turkey. And besides knuckles, seems like a cool sandwich.
You've got a
Yours is
hand
literally-
right in the middle of your sandwich.
Yeah, yours is like steak, salami, and roast beef and bread, which sounds delicious. So continue.
I'm gonna take cheddar cheese. Good old cheddar.
Solid. All right, Bobby Jokes, wrapping it up. Put a toothpick in this sandwich draft. Am I right, guys?
I'm gonna be mad if you take the one that I was thinking about taking right there, though.
I'm gonna go tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
I'm gonna go
solid.
tomatoes.
Bobby
I
just
mean-
made a sandwich.
Yeah, no, like that might win though.
That might have been what we should do. Like maybe next week we do it where like you have 4 picks, you have to build the best sandwich. That would have been a better way to do this.
We're just gonna do mock drafts of some sort of like sandwich related thing for the remainder of mock draft season. So next
Ooh.
month.
Next week, build a meal.
Maybe
That's a possibility.
that's a possibility.
Entree, side, drink, and then
Yeah,
something.
I like it where it's like because like some people suggest stuff where it's like there's like it's very top heavy. Like somebody put wedding. I think it was your buddy Tyler. He put wedding
songs?
reception songs, and it was like I suggested that, and it was just like you're right. There's like a couple
You got
of
Shout
them.
and Sweet Caroline that have to be there. and then
Shout,
everything
Sweet
else is just whatever.
Caroline, then all like the dance ones, like Cupid Shuffle and those. It's like, okay, you got that, and then what? And so it's like, yeah, it's 2.5 rounds, but like if you run out of ideas after a certain point, like sandwich stuff you put on a sandwich, there's 1,000 more rounds we could have gone. Could have been a 200 round draft if we really wanted it to be. I mean, nobody took lettuce for honorable mentions. Like nobody took that. I guess I'll read ours.
Yeah,
first.
recap
Robert
first.
had bacon, American cheese, chicken, and tomatoes. Pat had steak, salami, roast beef, and cheddar cheese. I had turkey, ham, Swiss cheese, and knuckles for a knuckle sandwich. So yeah, we're gonna post a poll on our Twitter on Friday, and you can go vote throughout the weekend. Winner will add to the total. I think I have 2 wins on the year. Robert and Pat are in second with 1 apiece. So it's a very close race. We'll see how it looks this time next week. Did anybody have anything off the top of their head that was an honorable mention?
Yeah, before you took turkey, I was actually going to take Thanksgiving turkey. Whole nother level to that sandwich. That you fucked up
Yeah,
there. Also
Yeah,
gravy.
Gravy would have that might have
Gravy. You
been
got,
pandering, but still.
mustard, Dijon. Well, I was actually just building a Thanksgiving sandwich.
When you
in
go
my head when
mustard,
wrote
I
it
go
down.
I go spicy brown.
Yeah,
I always use
like I
spicy
said, mustard
mustard.
or Dijon or however you like it. Mayo would have been a controversial pick because people that are right know it's awesome, and then people that are wrong hate it. Barbecue sauce, provolone cheese,
Mhm.
Gabagool.
sauteed onions.
Onions
or
would have been a
fresh.
good one.
Yeah, pickles.
Robert, you should have fucking not taken chicken and just gone lettuce. And you would have had a
You
bacon,
should have made a BLT.
lettuce, tomato with American cheese. Like you would have had the sandwich that you started the show off with.
Well,
with
he would have taken a
cheese.
sandwich that he didn't like. So
I thought
No, I
about
respect that.
taking lettuce, but that,
That
just
would have
seemed too
been
boring.
so funny. Like we're just picking meats, and Robert's like, I'm gonna make an actual sandwich, and he's just like, you could have gone bacon, lettuce, tomato. Although if you had gone lettuce second pick, I think we might have been on to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I the BLT that I did order, for some reason I thought that it would have turkey, and I was disappointed when there
Turkey
was no
BLT?
turkey.
A
yeah.
TLT.
Oh, you know what I almost took in the fourth round? Burger. That's why I was so torn about the 4 meats there.
Just a burger patty.
I mean, that's what a cheeseburger is. It's a sandwich.
We're not here for that discussion. That's a different part we do.
I
the
mean,
answer
that's not a discussion. No,
Although
the
is
hot
a
dog is a
a
discussion.
sandwich one. Yeah,
No,
that's
a
weird-
burger is a sandwich. It's a
No.
meat.
That's
in
probably
between buns.
been the most sent in answers question. I think we've answered it like twice already on the show.
Probably.
over
We'll
time,
probably
and
end up
it's
doing
like,
it again.
well, no, I make a conscious decision, but I've already answered that, and I know I've already answered that. So we get it a lot. All right, yeah, pretty solid list.
Shrimp
I
po'
mean,
boy.
yeah, because I guess that's also a sandwich.
Yeah.
That is also.
But if you just said shrimp, people would be like, when it's just written there, people would be like, that's weird. But like, if you're picking a sandwich, you write shrimp po' boy, that works better.
was it Gordon Ramsay always calls people an idiot sandwich? That'd
Yeah.
be funny. Just putting idiots on a sandwich.
Ice cream sandwich.
Marshmallow. Oh, why did I not?
That would have been a good one.
I
That's
wanted to go like sandwich. I wasn't going crazy with this one, but
We could just do a sandwich draft. Like
Yeah.
just a draft of sandwiches themselves. Instead of, we should have done that. That would have been probably a better.
Scooby-Doo sandwich. It's just got fucking everything and it's 4 feet high. Robert would hate that.
The sandwich that Robert didn't finish.
Foot-long sub.
That specifically.
6 foot long sub.
The last half of Robert's BLT from Kenny and Ziggy's.
Ross's sandwich from Friends.
They're just very, very specific. A pimento cheese sandwich from the Masters.
Augusta. Oh,
Pimento cheese, I never had it. Never, like, I mean, I'll fucking eat a pimento cheese, but it was like, that's a weird, like your grandma has pimento cheese, you know? It's weird that people just had that in stock. Like, you know what? Let's get, like, you're at the store and it's like, I've never once been like, I should get some pimento cheese.
oh, you know what? Somebody's probably screaming right now that we haven't said it. Chips. Get that layer of chips in your sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cereal. Trying to do a Breakfast Club reference.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So mock draft of
Ali
things
Sheedy.
to put on a sandwich. You can vote on Friday on our Twitter. Let's move on to the What Would Jesus Do segment. Now, when we were growing up, we had the WWJD bracelets, but I always thought that this should be more like fortune cookies and tell you what he would do in certain situations. Since they didn't do that, we have decided on the podcast to do that, and we're going to do this until you guys stop submitting them to us. So if you'd like to submit a WWJD scenario, throw it to us at Pass a Great Pod on Twitter. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD. And that's as simple as it is. At Pass a Great Pod, hashtag PTGWWJD. Put Jesus in a situation in today's time, and we'll tell you how he would handle it. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right, this week's WWJD comes from our buddy Raimundo Benavides at Kmundo B on Twitter, and he says, what would Jesus's facial hair game be like today? Would he still rock the beard, or would he be clean shaven? Would he have a mustache? Maybe a monkey tail? Would he have short hair?
Fuck is a monkey tail?
Is that the like rat tail?
Is that just like a ponytail?
Like a rat tail?
I
Or
don't.
it's like,
he's
it's like the ponytail is just like tiny at the end right here. It's just like, what's up? It's not like a full-on ponytail.
How would that be a monkey tail though? Monkeys have long tails.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Jesus is gonna look exactly like Jesus does.
You think that he's
seemed like-
just gonna?
Beard roughly around my length, like he has in the pictures, maybe a little bit longer, and then his shoulder length Jesus hair. It's an iconic look. You don't change something like that.
Oh, monkey tail
Monkey tail's a beard.
is yeah. It's where like Mike Fires had it, where it's like the
Oh.
mustache, but like the side is shaved, so it's not a goatee, so that it kind of goes around in like a spiral. Or it can, or you could just do like
What?
this. Like if you started the mustache here, you could just
Wait, that's
do
a monkey
this.
tail?
Yeah, but you could also make it like where it's all spirally inside too.
Oh,
Like
that's dumb.
curled up
Jesus
like a
isn't
monkey
gonna have
tail.
that.
Jesus wouldn't do that, I don't think.
No, he's not gonna go hipster with it. He's just gonna Jesus. You got to be
Doesn't
able to
look like monkey
identify
tail.
Jesus when he walks down the street.
Yeah, I think he might rock a man bun. I could see him like
No,
but I
no,
think-
because he knows that's
I
gonna
think
piss off
he's-
a lot of people and turn them off from the cause.
no, I think like he's Jesus, so it's like he's allowed to do that. Maybe he's trying to do something like his hair's gonna get in the way. So I think he might tie it back, but he's still gonna have the long hair. And I think he still has the beard, but he keeps it like super like managed, you know?
Yeah. Short to medium length beard, shoulder length hair.
Like they probably didn't have beard care back in the day, you know? But now it's like with advanced beard care, he's got a little trimmer. Still got the beard, but it's nice and trimmed.
Yeah.
Good question though, Mundo. Monkey tails though, those are cool. Maybe I grow a monkey
No,
tail.
they're not.
I might. Maybe I do.
Well, I mean, for your entirety of the run on Rod Ryan show, you've kind of just gone from one dumbass look to the next. So maybe monkey tail is
Shut
your
up. Shut up. Shut up.
I mean, come on, look back at what
Shut
you
up.
looked like at the beginning of when you were on the show. You looked like an idiot.
No, I looked cool.
I think
I
you
still
should
look
definitely
cool.
do a monkey tail.
I might do a monkey tail. Maybe
Definitely
I will.
do it.
That'll be our bet for next year's PTG picks. Loser.
I
has
mean,
to
if
have
you
a
want to
monkey
be
tail for a
celibate all the
month.
way until your wedding, I'm pretty sure that's what you got to do. Because
Maybe she'll just lose it for the monkey tail. She'll be like, "Ooh, give me a little. Give me a
Oh, you
little
know what?
monkey
Like I
tail.
said,
give me a
you've
little
had
tail
so many-
tonight." You know,
you've had so many dumbass looks over the years, and she stayed with you the whole time. I don't think that's gonna be the one to lose it.
she might want a little tail. You never know. You know. You know how it works here.
I don't want to.
All right. That was WWJD. What do we got next? Let's move on to the Not Cool segment where you guys can participate. All you gotta do is hit us up on Twitter at Pass the Grade Pod and hashtag PTG Not Cool and let us know something that happens to you throughout the week that just makes you say, hey man, that's not cool. I mean, it can be little things, it can be like big things, but we're gonna read some of the best ones each week. And we'll read some of yours, and then we're going to tell you ours. The Not Cool segment is brought to you by our good friends at Alamo Remedy CBD, alamoremedy.com. They are our official CBD sponsor. You use our promo code PTG at checkout, you're going to get 10% off of your order. Pat, you've been using that the CBD lip balm.
Mm-hmm.
How's it
Loving
been
it.
treating you?
Loving
Lips
it.
feeling majestic.
My lips are no longer super cracked all the time. That's something that I've learned when you actually take care of yourself.
That's
And
wild.
it is just it's a damn good one. And I'm probably going to set a world record because I ain't going to lose this damn thing. I'm going to finish the whole damn tube eventually. Yeah,
All right,
nobody's
we'll
ever
see.
done that,
We'll
but I'm going
see.
to do it.
Please give us an update. Yeah, give us
Yeah.
an update.
It doesn't leave this room. It stays right here. A little bit like that.
You should make
Smack
like a
it. Mwah.
CB, like a lip balm status update, and then just like make it a thread on Twitter and just keep updating it every couple weeks.
I'm going to create its own Twitter.
Day 16, day 30.
Pat's lip balm still here.
Just checking in.
It's going to take me a year and a half to finish. Don't get me wrong.
How long do you think a tube of lip balm would last?
I don't know.
Probably-
I don't use it a whole bunch, but like I'll pop a little bit when I feel my lips are a little chapped. I'll just run into the room here, put a little on, good to go.
Just somebody test that out and just put an entire thing of lip balm on their lips until you run out of it, and let us know how long that takes. And how
I
many
mean, I think
times
that
you had to
depends on the
apply
pressure
it.
that you're putting down.
That's true. Is there anything worse when you have like chapstick and it's like rolled up in your pocket and then you pull the thing off and it's just like all fucked up? Like the chapstick's all fucked up because it got rolled up.
Wouldn't know. Does not happen with
Yeah.
Alamo Remedy.
Alamo Remedy doesn't do
Lip
that.
balm.
Alamo Remedy doesn't do that, but they also have awesome stuff like the cucumber melon lotion. That's what Pat was just applying right there. They have the tincture oil that you can put under your tongue in the morning. They have the capsules. They just help you with like relaxation and it's sometimes even focus as well. Like if you have a bunch of other elements kind of clouding your mind, making you stressed out, this helps you. You're not gonna be stressed. It's not gonna give you any weird side effects. You're not gonna feel like paranoid or anything like that. And that also includes with the hemp flower. It doesn't give you like you're not gonna fail a drug test. It's not actual weed, but it looks like weed. It feels kind of like it just doesn't give you that like you're not slowed down when you do that. You're not feeling weird in public. You're not going to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to anybody. I can't do this. It's awesome. And go check it out. Hemp flower from Alamo Remedy. All of the other stuff from Alamo Remedy at alamoremedy.com. Promo code PTG at checkout. You get 10% off your order. Give them a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Alamo Remedy and at Alamo Remedy CBD. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. Tag us as well at Pass the Gravy Pod. Let them know you're supporting the sponsors of the show. Alamo Remedy CBD, the official sponsor of our Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Does anybody want to go first?
Yeah, I
will.
got a quick one actually. Normally for these, I really struggle to come up with a not cool. I just things I don't care.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, blessed. Yeah, nothing bad happens to me. But this week I had a very obvious not cool, and it's that I don't understand why I wasn't invited to this food tasting. I'm gonna be a guest there. I need to know what the food tastes like.
Oh, our wedding food tasting.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, I mean, it was just the bride and the groom that were there. By the way, Robert, do you want to be an usher in the wedding?
Is that like the Undertaker guy?
Yeah.
Do I hold the?
Well, Pat's an usher. Do you want to be an usher with Pat?
What is an usher? I don't know what an usher. What is?
I don't know either,
will
but I said yes.
You will escort people to their seats, and then you're like, guys, let's go eat here.
Oh, I'm
while
gonna
we're doing
snap my
stuff.
fingers at people. Be like, hey, sit down. I'm gonna abuse my power.
You do it. I don't care. I won't be there. I mean, I won't be like while I'm taking photos. Y'all are in charge. Fucking, I don't give a shit. It's actually maybe you
I
should
will
be
in
so you can
charge.
rein Pat in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can rein Pat. No one can rein Pat in.
All right, so Robert just vetoed me. Wow.
I will have a flask on me, and I will be also commandeering other people's flasks.
I'm gonna get Dog the Bounty Hunter to be an usher then, Robert.
I'm gonna dress up like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Ooh,
Return of the Mullet.
Robert, you dress up as Beth.
I don't know who Beth is.
She's Dog's partner, and
Well, he didn't want to be an
she's got
Undertaker.
gigantic boobs, like
Didn't she die?
comically
Didn't Beth
large.
die?
Yeah, I mean, it's an homage.
Don't. It's too soon.
Every time I sit somebody down, I'm gonna offer them a
Too
cigarette and tell
soon.
them to go with Christ.
Yeah, when you don't know, when you don't know what to say to your friend when they're going through trouble, you're just like, want a cigarette? have a cigarette, brother.
No, sit down, have a cigarette, go with Christ.
All right, Robert, you're not an usher, but I'm just gonna give you some cigarettes, and your job is to just offer people cigarettes.
Okay. I can do that.
Like, why? Excuse me, ma'am, would you like a cigarette? Oh no, I don't have a light. And you just walk away. No, and then if they do want it, then you just rip it up in front of it. It's a filthy habit.
Wrong answer.
Who's the guy handing out cigarettes? What's that guy's deal? Like, well, he's an anti-smoking advocate, and
It's actually Rob
Right.
Reiner.
he just wanted you to know it's bad for you.
Like, no, you failed. Get out.
Okay, so
you're
Robert,
uninvited.
that's Robert's duty at my wedding. Test people with cigarettes and then see if they give into the temptation. If they do, like, that's a fucking disgusting habit. Gross.
Just a middle
Ew.
school teacher ripping up cigarettes.
Although, like, is there anything like one of the coolest like things that look like on TV was like when somebody would throw a cigarette down and then they do the thing where they put their shoe on the ground, they smush it like that. Like, if you can just get like the perfect like just front crease in your shoe like that, and you're like a principal would do if they'd find the kids smoking in the bathroom. Like, Robert should do that. Just master that, and you get to do that like 100 times if people keep taking cigarettes.
And then just look at them, maybe like detention.
Yeah, hand them like a fine, which then goes to us. And then
Your fine is you
Fine
have
the
to buy another thing off of the couple's
You're just
registry.
gonna fine people at your wedding? Yes. If you smoke, it's a no smoking thing.
It's a good idea.
So we're just spitballing here.
Yeah. I've actually one of my not cools kind of goes in with that whole smoking thing. I bought a 20-pack of cigars for my buddy's wedding, and then we all got drunk and forgot about them. So I have 20 cigars.
Hey, the Rod Ryan golf tournament's coming up here in a couple weeks. Bring those bad boys there.
When is it?
April 6th.
Wait, that's a Wednesday, right?
Yeah. We're gonna do a Tuesday podcast that week.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That should work.
And then we'll just smoke like we'll finish the 20 though. Maybe
You know,
not just us, but maybe us.
Before I do the rest of my not cools, let me preface this by saying the wedding was fucking amazing. All of my not cools are from the wedding though, but they're all like dumb shit. So one of them at the
Pat called me this weekend several times to like vent about like, hey, you want to hear some bullshit? And I was like, I do want to hear some bullshit. Tell me.
I don't even remember which ones I called you about, man. It was a long weekend.
I'll tell you which ones as you lay out your.
I'm probably not going to say them because most of these have popped up in my head as we were going today. So there was the cigars. Also at the rehearsal dinner the night before, I actually looked at the bride and I go, hey, you'd be the one to know. Have I bought you guys anything off your registry yet? I can't remember if I have. And she goes, no, Pat, no, you haven't. So I pulled out the
Uh.
registry right then and I bought a couple things. And
But all the other shit, all the good, all like the like not expensive shit was gone though.
no, it actually wasn't bad. I got them.
Really?
So, and I told her, I was like, well, you're going to
That's
see
why you
it
always
anyway.
get to get on
Oh,
those early. You get the medium priced gift.
Also,
Like,
part
oh,
of the
okay,
not cool
cheese
is,
dome for $80. Still, it's not the $120 and it's not $20.
so part of this one also is that after I bought it, I go, oh, hey, Caitlin, this might be a little troubling, but I forgot I have Amazon Prime and these are going to show up tomorrow, when you're getting married. So that was dumb of me.
Oops.
But I told her, and I'm not joking about this. I was like, I got you guys the pillows so that when you won't shut the fuck up, he can just shove your face down in them. And I got you the meat tenderizer so that you've got 2 ways to tenderize his meat now.
Good thinking.
Yeah. There was that. I got so drunk I forgot to use all the pickup lines that I've been cultivating for 2 weeks.
Oh man. But apparently you were smooth enough to get that porn bot.
Right. And I'm pissed because she had a white trash cousin that would have loved him. And I'm allowed to say that because she was calling herself white trash. So,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll allow it in that one instance.
I
What
requested.
you should have done is said you already got him something on their registry, but it was porch pirated.
No, she can see. She has access to who's bought what.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but that would have been sick if you could have got out of that. You're like, yep, I bought you. What was the most expensive thing? That's what I bought you. And that's crazy. Did it not show up? Maybe it did. I ordered it like a month ago.
So I went to the DJ and I requested he play Sweet Caroline. And like 20 minutes later, I look at the groom. I go, I swear to God, if your buddy doesn't play Sweet Caroline soon, I'm going to lose it. And he just looks me dead in the eyes and goes, Pat, it's playing right now. And I paused and then went, reaching out, touching me. I was hammered by this point.
No.
Also, though, the DJ didn't play Shout.
Yeah, that's kind of.
How can you have a wedding and not play Shout? Let me tell you something. I was dancing the whole time. I was hammered and I was having a great time. My legs still hurt. That's another not cool. I shine during Shout. I do the Belushi. I get the ear down to the ground. It's a beautiful thing to see. But also going along with this, I very quickly into the reception took my jacket off, put it on the back of my chair because I was getting hot. And I left it there. Had to go back the next day. I also left.
They have like a lost and found you had to get it from.
Yeah. I go there and I was like, yeah, I left my jacket. She calls down to wherever and she's like, did it have a flower on it? I was like, no. And then she was like, oh, she talked to them and she goes, they're going to bring it up anyway so you can see. I don't think it's going to be yours though because it has a flower on it. I go, oh, yeah, no, it did. I thought you meant like a flower design. Yeah. And she was like, who would have a flower design on the groomsman fucking?
I don't know. Somebody liked flowers, man. I don't tell people how to dress. Yeah,
that was dummy. And also the pants didn't like super there. So like there's no belt on them, but they just had like these side adjuster things. But like they didn't fit super well. So like the entire time during the ceremony, every time we're standing up going, I'm having to like tuck my shirt fucking back in as we're going. So then once we're out on the dance floor, it was just the shirt was just hanging, flying around all night long.
Just letting it go.
Dude, it was letting it go.
Just letting it go.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
No alcohol.
Oh,
no
yeah.
Alcohol policy. That was what you called me about.
Yes, the church, which, and I guess this kind of makes sense. And it was.
Can you believe this, Robert? The church. They didn't want alcohol.
No way.
Well, it was also.
They don't want Pat bringing liquor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At church.
What wedding doesn't have a groomsman with a fucking flask? Okay. They were very adamant that if they caught anyone with booze, they would be removed from the entire church and
did they like pat you
off
down?
the premises. No, they ended up not doing it. So I could have had my flask, which is bullshit.
Should've.
But like they also said like the groom and the bride couldn't drink it all that day because if you had alcohol in your system, you couldn't give your full consent to the wedding and the marriage would be nullified. I was like, what the fuck kind of a Catholic wedding is this? We are known for being
I know people
loaded.
that have been hammered. I know people that have been very drunk when they did their vows. It was
some bullshit. it was some bullshit with that, but I more than made up for it later in the day. I was home by 11.
Well, you called me and you made it seem like there was like, because I thought you meant like at the reception there was no alcohol. So like,
No.
that's fucking stupid. And you're
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
well, I
We
mean,
had the
there's
wedding
at the
in one
reception. I was like,
place.
well, like, yeah, at a church, I can see them asking you not to drink. And then if you go somewhere else to drink, that makes sense. But
They
I
were
thought you were
super,
like,
like, Nazi
no, dude, they were
about
like,
nobody-
fuck you.
They were like, nobody's allowed. So like the groomsmen, we didn't really do anything. We show up and all the bridesmaids are like, yeah, we've been drinking mimosas all morning. I was like, fuck you guys.
Well, usually like the bridesmaids are the ones you can trust more, and like the dudes would just be hammered. So like, it
Here's
makes
another one.
sense.
So the bridesmaid that I got matched up with walking down the aisle, she was a bitch. So that wasn't fun. I
Wow.
had to deal with her all weekend. Oh
Wow.
no, even the bride was like, yeah, she's being a little cunty this weekend.
What'd she do? Let's hear it.
She was just a bitch, man. Like she was complaining about things, being an asshole. Like, shut the fuck up. It's not about you. Okay. We're here to celebrate the love of our friends. Also, she wasn't supposed to give a speech at the rehearsal dinner. Fucking did it anyway.
Ooh.
The groom didn't really like her either. So
Ooh, the
When
speech when you weren't asked to give a speech,
yeah, and it
That's
wasn't good either.
like a very Michael Scott move. Like, did she have it written down, or did she try an off the cuff one?
Off the cuff.
So she saw people doing it and got jealous that she didn't get asked to do it. And she's like, you know what? I'm doing this. And if anybody doesn't mind.
Yeah, it was
One of like my weirdest regrets for one of my friends, I guess it's not a weird regret, but at my friend's rehearsal dinner, they like had like the people do the speeches, and they're like, and if anybody else wants to come say anything about so and so and so and so, you guys can come up there. And like people were like taking the mic and like they'd like say stuff, and I was like, I wasn't asked to give a speech. I have been indulging in this alcohol like I wasn't asked to give a speech. I don't want to get up there and cuss and like embarrass anybody in front of their family. I'm just going to sit here. And then I felt like I was one of the few people that didn't end up getting up. And I was like, I promise I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I still love you guys. Like, I regret like not at least getting up and saying something, but I was like, I don't know what I would have said. I might've just made an ass out of myself. Like, fuck, I forgot. I mean, I'm sorry. I said, fuck. Oh shit. I said it again. Hey grandma.
And then my last one that I'll do is the day after the wedding. We all met up. It's down off Shepherd. It's like FM something. It's like a brunch spot on the weekends. And we go there. And I had just texted all the groomsmen the night before, like, hey, great time, guys. You want to meet up for lunch tomorrow as everyone's going out of town? Cool. Well, what was originally going to be like 7 or 8 of us ended up being like 17, because then his parents came, some of his cousins came. And like we even called ahead, like, hey, we're going to have like a large group. And they're like, hey, it's whatever. Then we get there and like, yeah, they don't take reservations and stuff. So like, it was kind of, they're not.
They don't really make
set up.
tables for 18 a lot of times. Yeah.
They're not like, it was like outside, like fucking picnic tables too. So we just ended up pushing them together. But like their whole system, it's not really set up to have a table that's. But then like this one manager lady like kept coming by, and she like comes by, drops off the cart. She's like, just so you know, next time you have a party this big, you know, you can just call our event coordinator and everything. And we're like, we fucking called you like an hour ago. Like we told
you. This was an impromptu thing. We like, yeah, we didn't.
And like she said it, and like before I could even explain, she just like stormed off. We're like, fuck you, bitch. Like I get it. It's like if I worked at the restaurant.
I don't like your use of the B word towards women this week, Pat. I'm gonna be real with you.
I only do it when it's
Let's
warranted.
not do that.
I do it when it's warranted. I will not have my speech stifled. Okay.
Let's not refer to women as bitches. All right, pal.
I call men bitches all the time too. This is not a gender.
We can do
term.
that. We can do that. We elevate women though.
Okay, she was being an asshole.
That's better.
She's being a real cunt about it. And granted, if I worked at the restaurant and someone was like, we're probably gonna have 8 to 12, and then it was like, 18. Yeah, it's fucking annoying, but like it was what we didn't know. All of a sudden, word got out, and everyone wanted to come to fucking lunch. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Just apologize a bunch and just like, okay.
Yeah. All things considered, though, absolutely fire wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently I like old fashions now. Didn't know that about myself. Used to hate them.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be drinking a bunch of old fashions. Usually an old fashion's like a nightcap. You don't usually have multiple.
I had minimum 12.
Yeah, that's not a 12 drink kind of.
And I was telling everybody to make sure they mixed in waters, or like my buddies that don't drink a lot. Well, I was mixing in Miller Lights in between my old fashions.
That's basically okay. Well, there's water and beer.
Yeah. Had a great time.
Wedding thing down.
Dude, I'm not kidding. I was like, I was killing it on the dance floor. I was dropping it low, twerking. I would like do that thing where like I drop low, put both hands on the floor, but still twerk right into the bridesmaids. Man,
Yeah.
I was a hit out there.
What are the chances that you weren't? And this is just the
Oh, I
beer,
bet
the
Pat-
alcohol talking.
I bet Pat can dance though.
I'm not doubting that.
It's funny fat guy dancing. It's not good dancing. It's just funny.
Yeah, that plays in like any. It's like Chris Farley didn't have to be a good dancer. He was just like, look at him. He's dancing.
See, I never broke out the Farley Chippendales moves though, because I always had a drink in one hand, and then that would just go flying everywhere.
Right.
Also,
then you would have been the guy that spilled drinks on the dance floor.
somebody broke a glass on the dance floor. Wasn't this guy?
Hey,
So that's a win for me.
virtual high five, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Right. That's a very cool. You know, there's not cool. That's a cool.
I was very drunk, but I was not inappropriate. I held it together very well.
Proud of you, buddy.
Proud of
you.
me too. Thank you.
I'll go through mine. I have two. I think I've used this before, but my not cool. My first one, initially the only one until last night, was going to be I take the to-go cups of coffee, the disposable cups, every morning, and I make as I'm getting ready, I'll put the thing on my Keurig and I'll start it, and I set it by this bench where my backpack is before I leave for work, and I knocked the fucking cup off, and I was like running late to work, and like the entire cup of coffee just spilled all over my floor, and then it was like, fuck. Now I have to I was gonna have to stop and do that. Emma was up though, and she was like, I'll do it. So Emma is a saint. We love Emma. Emma's the best. But it's like that was like the worst possible timing for all of that. So without her, I would have been like super late to work. Then I was just a little bit late.
You ever get home and the coffee is still just sitting there on the Keurig?
Only one time. I have though put it on the top of the car, and then you drive off, and then you hear or it falls down the front of your windshield, and you're like, man, damn it. And then you just all right, well, we're gonna get a car wash this week because there's just coffee all over the front. But my big not cool this week was from last night. I went to see Dashboard Confessional and Jimmy Eat World, and I went with some work people, and Emma and I went to it's at Post HTX. I don't know if you've been there, but it used to be like a big postal off, like a big post office, and now it's turned into like a concert venue, and there's some office spaces and food and stuff. And there's like a whole food court you can walk around, and Emma and I went early. We walked around the food court and everything was fine. And then we were like, well, hey, we're a little early, but let's go, let's beat everybody there. Let's go to this let's go to the music hall and kind of wait for the show to start. And we walk over there, and as we're walking over there, I see a sign that says vaccine or proof of negative COVID test required for entry. And I was like, oh fuck, because I had Ubered there and I did not have my vaccine card on me because I haven't for a couple months now. I was mad. I was mad at myself looking back at it though. Like it was my fault. It was my own fault. But it was just like, oh God, because then I was calculating like I have to call an Uber, wait for an Uber to respond, get to me, drive me back in traffic, then get my card, then get another Uber, wait for them to get to me, then go back through traffic again, then get to the venue, then the band Dashboard Confessional we were going to see. They would have been like 3/4 of the way done with their set by that time. This is bullshit. I'm done. But there was a guy that I saw there that was a fan of the morning show, and he was to have rapid testing right there. And I was like, all right, awesome. Rapid testing. What is it going to be, like $10? Okay, cool. $40 a person for rapid COVID testing.
Yeah.
So $80, me and Emma, just a quick $80, just didn't expect to spend at that point, but it was like, all right, whatever. And then somebody was like, well, you can just show them your card. Like you just like show them a picture of your card. And I was like, I don't think I have that. And so I was like, just Google one, like you can get through. And I was like, I don't want to be that guy. But then I remembered though, after I had paid the $80, because you had to pay $80, then wait in the line, then you had to do the COVID test. I remembered that like the day I got it, my dad was like, you should get the vaccine, like the first go around. And I was like, okay. And so when I went, I took a picture of it in the store and like showed my dad, I texted it to my dad. And on the app, the iPhone, you can go back and see all of the images you've sent to somebody. I went and I went through my dad's text message that I had with him, and I was like, I found it, and it was right after I had taken the fucking COVID test. And so I was like, I really didn't need to do this. So I spent $80 I didn't need to spend. And then Emma was also able to find a photo of hers after she sifted through her phone. And I was like, I didn't need to spend the $80. I could have also avoided all of this by just bringing my fucking vaccine card with me. And
Yeah, no, but when's the last time that's been necessary?
But you can't get mad at them because it's their venue. And
no,
that was the way I had to,
I'm not.
Like, yes, I'm not expected to do it. And I
Don't blame
can't
yourself.
tell you the last place I did it. No, it is my fault because I could have.
I've actually never had to show my card.
I could have, in theory, looked up that shit. It was on me, but it was like my ignorance just fucked it up. And then it was like, I can't get mad at them for asking me to have that because they're allowed to have those requirements. It's their place. I can be mad at myself for this, and I can also be mad that but I can't be mad because they also gave you an out. Like, oh, you didn't bring your vaccine card? Here, just go take a negative COVID test. Like, it's fine. Go take a COVID test. It's $40, but here you go if you want to go see this. And so it was just like a bunch of like, fuck, I should have just brought this fucking vaccine card. So now it's gonna go in my wallet. It's gonna stay in my fucking wallet, so I don't need it, and I won't ever need it again because it'll be in my wallet. But it is the time I don't have it with me. How big is your
goddamn wallet? Mine would not fit in my wallet.
Fold that bitch.
I guess you could fold it. I keep it in my car, but
I've
never once had to show it. And to be honest with you, I can't remember the last time I even heard of anywhere in Houston requiring proof.
I mean,
granted, also I don't go anywhere or do anything.
Houston's pretty open, and that was the first time in a very, very long time. I can't remember the last place it was. I have had to show up one other time, but I can't remember.
You should have just pulled the. Do you know who I am?
No, well, we had VIP tickets, and so I tried to go to the VIP entrance, and they still like, "Do you have your negative COVID test or your thing?" But COVID negative, so that's good. So you can't really see it, but I got it's a thumb pointing down.
You got the data chip?
No, it was just a stamp. So they didn't give you like
they microchipped you.
They would just stamp you and be like, "Yep." So show them that, and I was like, "Cool. This is a $40 stamp. This is a $40 stamp right here. Please appreciate the work."
Well, I mean, the stamp was free. You know, it came with the test.
To me, it was $40.
No,
but
the
now
test was
I know I'm COVID negative. So how great is that, huh? A little peace of mind. Spin zone. I'm healthier than a horse. Healthy as a horse.
True, because most race horses are doped up and then they die after the race.
That is true. That is true. But it was like I was mad in general, and then I just was like, "Who are you mad at, Alex? Are you mad at them? They're allowed to do that. Are you mad at yourself because you didn't just fucking carry your vaccine card? Wouldn't have been that hard." So yeah, maybe carry those around just in case. I'm not trying to go on a whole anti-vaccine or pro-vaccine round. I don't give a fuck. They're allowed to ask. I just was a dumbass. And then it was like, am I going to have to Uber back and do all this? And then that's 3 Ubers instead of 2 Ubers. And it was just a shitty situation. And I didn't know there was rapid testing until that dude told me. And I was like, there's no fucking chance I'm going to go get a COVID test somewhere randomly and come back. And then I did. So whatever. But that was my main not cool. And yeah, it was quite frustrating. Okay, let's move on to the answers segment where you guys can send us in your questions. If it's a high thought, something you saw online you'd like our opinion on, something you've just been wondering, maybe you want some relationship advice, hit us up at PassGaryPod on Twitter. Use the hashtag PTG Answers, and we can get to your questions eventually. We're gonna do a couple each week. At PassGaryPod, hashtag PTG Answers with your question. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. This is brought to you by Little M Shop, littleemshop.com. They now have custom personalized keychains in addition to the best air fresheners in the world. You can choose from 3 different keychain colors and designs, add any word or phrase up to 10 characters, maybe personalize your keychain with your name, maybe create one that says Gravy Gang on it. Maybe you get a Gravy King one like I have. Personalized keychains go for $9 a pop. So all you got to do is add on an air freshener or a sticker, and you can unlock free shipping. And do not forget that you're going to get 10% off your order with the code PTG69 at checkout. If you spend $10 or more, you get free shipping. So yeah, get those $9 custom keychains for your girlfriend, for your boyfriend, for whoever, for yourself. And you can make it say anything you want. Make it say Gravy Gang. Let everybody know you're part of the Gravy Gang. And we'll get you that done. And then if you throw in the air fresheners, some of the best air fresheners ever, your car is going to smell great. Wherever you put it's going to smell great. And you're also going to get free shipping. So go to littleemshop.com, Little M Shop, the official air freshener, keychain, everything sponsor of Pass the Gravy, at Little EM Shop on Instagram and at Little EM Tweets on Twitter. Give them a follow. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littleemshop.com. Promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. It's like, what was the answer?
Any questions?
All right, let's start off with our podcast son, Skylar Lester. At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter, and Skylar says, if no one comes from the future to stop you doing that one thing, then how bad could that thing be?
Pretty fucking bad still, man.
You think?
I would assume nobody came from the future to stop Hitler.
That's a good point.
I mean, rapes still happen.
Very good point.
Some bad shit can still happen. It's not world-ending bad.
Changed my opinion on that. Yeah. So it could be very bad. It could still be very bad, son.
Yeah, can be very bad.
It could be very, very bad. All right. You saved us on that.
I've got one, though. This one popped into my head about a minute and a half ago. I don't know why the hell it did, but I think it's a good one. Would you rather have no feet, or you're missing your lower leg bone, but you still have the foot? It's just where your knee is. So basically, you're like Cotton Hill from King of the Hill.
You can run. Right?
For which one? What are you talking about?
It'd be more of a waddle.
Yeah, if you see him move, it's like a little waddle. And then you're just super short. So like people fart in an elevator, your face is right there.
I don't know. What would you go with, Robert?
I'm gonna go no feet and get wheels attached.
Oh,
I didn't even think
Put
about
rollerblades.
I want that one.
I was just thinking prosthetics. I almost said no toes, so like you still had the foot, but like you couldn't really balance well. Still, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just go no foot on the question." But yeah, I'm gonna go no foot as well. I'll just get some prosthetics. I mean, I'm past the athletics portion of my life.
Or wheels.
I don't run anyway. As long as I can still balance a little bit. See, I don't know, wheels. I'm gonna fall and break my elbow.
Probably. That's a good point.
I'm just gonna take a 2x4, cut it in half, and fucking staple gun half of each one to the bottom of my leg, and those are my feet. I'm good to go.
There you go. Yeah, you're set.
The cheap prosthetics. I ain't paying for the real ones.
Yeah, I think I would go that. I would just go.
I don't know why that popped into my fucking
Yeah,
head.
that was a weird one, but I like that. Carlos Barrientos. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Barrientos.
Mm-hmm.
Phonetically,
Probably.
yes.
Carlos Barrientos.
He was asking
at
me.
Carlos. At Carlos, yeah, obviously I was asking Pat. At Carlos B 741888370. He's got a whole lot of numbers on that. But Carlos says, if humans have different blood types, does that mean that mosquitoes see us as different flavors? Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna assume just generally, even if we have the same blood type, I think my blood's gonna taste different than Tom Brady's, just off of diet and clean living. I mean, there's no way our bloods taste the same.
Blood types are probably just different flavors for sure, though. It's like Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I think most blood is going to
it's
taste
like
different.
irony, but like slightly less irony.
Do you guys know your blood type?
Nope.
Oh,
I think I'm O. I think I'm the universal one.
I'm O.
But I'd have to ask my mom, and she probably doesn't remember either.
Yeah, I have no idea. Is that something I should know?
Just give blood. Just
I
give
think
blood.
we should.
Just go give
but-
blood. They'll tell you what it is.
I should give blood sometime. They might reject it.
I have buckets of blood ready to go.
Sir,
Apparently, that's
there's
not acceptable.
bacon in your blood. Yeah.
Tight, right? Somebody's gonna love that shit.
Sir,
So
your
where do I
blood
put
is
it?
thick. You need to go to
we
a
don't just
hospital.
accept buckets. Why? What do you think? Like, I'm saving you time. Should drop off these buckets. No, you gotta sit here. We gotta hook you up. You sure?
Can I just get my cookie?
I drained like 12 pints this morning. Like, that's a lot of blood. Should not have done that. I remember giving blood in high school before a football game. And then in like warm-ups, I was just dizzy as shit. They're like, yeah, you shouldn't do any physical activity. I was like, okay. Totally did everything else. Just so I could get out of class. And then it was like, I'm really dizzy. This is fun.
I was gonna give blood, and then the day came. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go give blood." They're like, "Do you have your permission slip?" I was like, "I need a what now?" Did not know I needed one of those. So I've never given blood.
Wow. You know, if you give blood, you can save 3 lives.
I've given platelets though. Have you given platelets
I give plasma.
or plasma? That's it. That's the word. That's the P
Oh,
word.
we used to drive to College Station, and you'd get like
60
$30
bucks, something like that. Yeah,
30,
whatever the fuck
40
it was.
bucks. And then that was beer money. And we drove to College Station from Huntsville and drive back. And it was like, all right, well, 3 of us did it. We got
Wait,
ourselves a
Huntsville didn't
weekend.
have a place? Kind of a rinky dink ass college town is
We
that?
knew that you go to like, I don't know. We knew that there was a place in College Station that did. So we would do that. That was fun. We didn't ever make any TVs out of it, but we're probably in a TV now. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. I donated bone marrow one time. That was crazy. That was not
Does it
That
fun.
sounds
hurt?
painful.
It does hurt a lot. They just stab you in the hip.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's for a good cause though. People have like,
I mean, like if
need that.
a family member needed it or something, or like a good friend.
well, I had like a family member's brother-in-law had cancer, and so I was like, in his memory, I kind of wanted to do that, but it was like, yeah, that sucks. It's not. It's
I thought you were
like
gonna say
blood.
like you
the blood. They
donated it
just
to him.
they just plug it into you. No,
I was like,
the
that
blood,
might
they
be a
just-
little.
They plug it into you, but like that, they're like, yeah, we're gonna go through your hip real quick. Just get ready, and it's gonna be sore. But then I get to brag that I was a great guy that donated bone marrow. So
Yeah, but then if you brag about it, it kind of does away the good
right,
points.
but like I suffered, so I was gonna brag at least a little bit. Oh, sorry, my hip's just so sore from donating bone marrow. You know, saving lives. What'd you do today? You know, it really puts people in perspective. Yes, mosquitoes absolutely see us with different blood types as like different flavor. Like, oh, this guy, this is cherry, strawberry. What other red stuff is there? This is just ketchup.
Grape.
Grape. I was trying to think red flavors. Grape is more purple,
Bacon.
but bacon. All right, this is just ham flavored.
I probably do
Ham?
taste like ham.
Ham flavored blood. Okay. You taste like whiskey.
And bacon.
Whiskey bacon. All right. Our
I want
next
a restaurant called Whiskey Bacon now.
that'd be a cool bar.
The only thing on the menu is you need a snack, plates of bacon.
Yeah, we just got. Oh, can you imagine the smell? That's
Yeah.
all it is. Just yeah. All you gotta do is, can you cook bacon? Yeah, everybody can cook bacon. You're hired. Come on in. This is a griddle. Fucking throw more bacon on it. What else? What would I do? That? Throw more bacon on it. Take that bacon off. Put it out here. Stand it out front. Throw bacon on it. Take that
Our
bacon off. put it
special
out there,
Bloody
stand it out
Mary,
front.
it's just got like 9 pieces of bacon in it.
It's just and the bacon grease.
I mean, basically, it's a thing of bacon, and there's only like a third of a Bloody Mary in there because there's so much bacon in it.
It's more bacon than Bloody Mary,
There you go.
which
It's
wouldn't be the worst thing.
$19.
Wouldn't be the worst thing. What do we got next? Brandon Davis, excuse me. He says, or he is at a stream of cream on Twitter, and Brandon says, if you had a swimming pool with covered, let me read that
Colored.
again. I'm not great at reading right now. If you had a swimming pool with colored lights like a mofo, What would your go-to color be for the water? Any color goes.
Green.
See, there's some things with that where it's like green makes it seem like it's like dirty. Yellow makes it look like piss. Blue
Not
is always a
lighted
good
green.
way to go. Blue is always a solid way to go.
Pink is a good one for pools too.
Red, blood. Red looks like blood.
Green is cool. But if you're lighting up the pool, just think like Miami Vice colors. Like think neon colors. Those are always good.
Yeah, pink, light blue.
Green. Green is very good.
I don't like green as much as I like pink or light blue.
Or purple. That's another good one. It's color of
Purple's
royalty.
good. Yeah. Just do the cycle change. If you could do the cycle. I like blue, but water's already blue, people say. So yeah, I like pink or like any of the Miami Vice colors.
Yeah. I'm still going green though.
Robert,
Nice
what would you
neon
go
green.
with?
Yeah, I think I like
Gray.
a cycle between charcoal,
little rainbow.
slate,
Yeah.
Onyx.
light gray.
Light gray, dark gray,
Mm-hmm.
maybe black,
But he said, what would your go-to color be? You gotta pick one.
gray.
Yeah, I'm go gray. I like. I don't know. I like red. I'd go red.
We didn't say orange yet. Orange would be a good one for the H.
Orange would be tight. We're talking Huntsville, people. Talking Huntsville. Go Bearcats. Yeah, I like orange. I like orange too. It's a good question, Brandon. And Brandon, if you're getting a pool, I think we need to be invited over for a pool party now. So just FYI.
Pool party
Adam
and
the
ice cream
Cop.
sandwiches.
Pool party. Oh, that sounds like a party, right? And then those freezy pops. Get a bunch of those freezy pops that just cut your lips. Yeah. All right. Our next answers question comes from Adam the Cop at Deputy83T12 on Twitter. And he says, at what age should one let their child watch horror movies? He's apparently a big horror movie fan and wants to know when he can let his kids start watching horror movies. Now, obviously, there's nobody better to answer parenting questions than the three of us.
Of
We're
course.
not parents. It's just like us with women's bodies. There's nobody to answer how to take care of women's bodies better than three guys. As a non-parent, what do we think here, guys? This is, I mean, we're our parents to Skylar. So sorry, I doubted myself.
I'm gonna tell you a little something, Alex, and then I'll let you decide. People won't fully understand this, but you will. So you've met my best friend, Nick. You know him. When he was about 2 years old, his mom came home to his dad kind of drunk and him sitting about 4 feet in front of the TV watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what he's grown up to be like. Do you think it's okay at that age?
I mean, Nick's a cool guy.
He's a little bit psycho, though.
But I think Nick's a cool guy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I say show it to them their whole lives. That way they won't get scared of things.
They're gonna, yeah, right. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, like if they're seeing zombies and fucking poltergeists at 2 years
I
old.
really think like the only problem you're gonna come out of this is like nightmares, and then they're gonna just be sleeping in your bed. So it's like, are you cool with your kids sleeping in your bed a lot, or do you want them to more so sleep like not in your bed? And if they're not scared at an early age, then I don't know. But then maybe when they get scared later, then they're gonna be even more scared. So I have no idea.
I didn't like horror movies as a kid. They freaked me the fuck out. I didn't want to watch them. I didn't really start watching any kind of horror movies until like, I don't know, 8th grade. And I used to have nightmares about the troll from Ernest Scared Stupid. So maybe if I'd been shown them earlier, I wouldn't be scared of the troll from Ernest Scared Stupid.
Like it's always like, hey, you want to watch this? I'm like, no, I don't. It's scary.
So what broke it for me is one night with Nick, we rented Freddy versus Jason, Leprechaun in the Hood, and one other horror movie, and they were all fucking hilarious. And that's when I started watching horror movies.
I'll never choose to watch a horror movie over like
you should watch Freddy versus Jason. It's really funny. At one part, Jason zips up a camper in her sleeping bag and then uses that sleeping bag to beat another camper to death. It's really funny.
That's pretty wild.
Right.
It's pretty wild. I would say like 8, 6. I don't know. What do you think? Like eight?
So-
eight seems like a solid age.
I say just start right away. Fuck it.
8 was exactly what I was thinking.
8 seems like it's like 5 maybe seems like it could be like iffy. But
I was gonna
8,
say
it's like,
5 at the latest.
I think 8. We're an 8 podcast now. Daniel Jones.
We're all 8s.
We're all 8s. And do you remember that, ladies? For Pat. Remember that. Not for me and Robert. We're good.
Ladies.
But for Pat. I mean, you hear how great a wedding he is. If you need a wedding date, just let Pat know at not Pat.
Seriously,
Dion.
I'm a lot of fun at weddings, guys. We just gonna make sure we have a sober ride planned because it ain't gonna be me.
There you go. That's smart. I'm getting a spam risk call right now. Look at that. All right. Last question of the week comes from Javier Perez at Silkies_man. He said, if WWF wrestlers were in Harry Potter, who would be in which house? All right. Let's decide if WWF wrestlers were in Harry Potter, which houses would they be in? I'm going to Google WWF wrestlers, and whoever pops up the most is who we're going to just run through. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Hulk Hogan. Ravenclaw.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's in Ravenclaw. Undertaker, Slytherin.
Slytherin.
I was gonna say also Raven. I was just gonna say Ravenclaw for everyone because it sounds like a WWE finishing move.
Shawn Michaels.
Heartbreak Kid, Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. Okay.
Sounds like just breaking hearts over there. Good guy.
Okay. Ric
Never
Flair.
turned heel that I remember.
Ric
Probably
Flair.
did. Ric Flair. Oh, he's all about flashiness and things. Kind of getting Slytherin vibes from that.
That's Slytherin.
You think Slytherin?
Draco,
Okay.
Draco was a rich boy, and he.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. What about Stone Cold?
Stone Cold Steve Austin has to be Slytherin. He's a Texas rattlesnake. What is Slytherin's mascot? It's a snake.
That's smart.
Right.
That's smart.
Okay.
The Rock.
The Rock. Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
He was
He
a
was
bad
kind of
guy
a
for
heel.
while,
He was
though.
kind of a heel, but like I think
Bravery
No.
is a
he has
Trait
bravery.
of
He
Gryffindor?
seemed, yeah. I feel like The Rock would be Gryffindor.
and he is beloved now.
He is. He's so beloved.
John Cena.
John Cena would be Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Yeah, you know why?
Make a wish.
You can't see me. He's got the invisibility cloak.
Fuck, that's so perfect. It's so perfect.
Mankind.
Mankind would be. Was he a
Ravenclaw.
bad guy? Was he a bad? Is he?
No,
he's
he was not a
Hufflepuff.
bad guy.
No, he's a Hufflepuff.
He is. He's Hufflepuff. He's so
Mankind is a
lovable.
Hufflepuff. You're like, I like him, but he's annoying sometimes, but I like him.
Whoa, when was he ever annoying? Mankind was the shit.
I don't know. I thought he was annoying.
He
back
was
in the
also
day.
Dude Love and Cactus Jack. Tell me Dude Love's not in Hufflepuff.
Well, okay, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, I'm gonna say Ravenclaw for that one because don't you think he would have a finishing move called the Ravenclaw?
Because I always, yep. That's a Ravenclaw. Snap it to a Ravenclaw.
I'm gonna give you the Ravenclaw.
I don't want the Ravenclaw. I'll tell you that much. So basically, what it
He
is
uses
like,
his Ravenclaw to pick up Slim Jims and then he eats them.
oh yeah, he has ravens bringing him Slim Jims at all times. Whenever Raven lands on his shoulder, it's got Slim Jims in its talons. So it's pretty much like Gryffindor. If you're like a super duper good guy, bad guys, heels, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, in between Gryffindor and Slytherin.
Stone Cold
because we
wasn't
can't
really a
decide-
heel.
because we can't decide. And then Hufflepuff is like, I don't know. That's just the other one and other. But Stone Cold was the Texas rattlesnake, so you have to put him with the Slytherin.
He does have to, yeah.
What else? Chris Jericho. Ravenclaw.
Sure.
If I don't know,
think
it's Ravenclaw.
It's either you're a soft guy, you're a good guy, you're a bad guy, or you're Ravenclaw. If we can't think of anything else.
Or you're Mankind.
Yeah.
Sting. My favorite
Ravenclaw.
wrestler.
I mean, because he looked like the
Yeah,
Crow.
he was kind of emo. That makes sense. That makes sense.
He looked like the Crow. I loved
Kane.
Sting growing up.
Kane goes with his brother, so that's in Slytherin.
Okay, yeah.
Who else we got?
Triple H. Oh, Slytherin.
Slytherin, probably. Brock Lesnar. Slytherin. He's weird.
Nope.
I don't like him.
I love
Ravenclaw?
Brock Lesnar.
I don't like Brock Lesnar.
People that are actually
Ravenclaw?
Harry Potter fans are like, none of these make sense. Guys, you got to understand, we don't actually know jack shit about the houses.
Oh, I mean, I've read the books twice.
I read the
maybe you don't.
first 4 books once, and I watched the series one time, but I don't know actually anything about Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff.
Andre the Giant. Last one.
Gryffindor.
Andre the Giant and Gryffindor.
Yeah, because he's like Hagrid, and Hagrid was best friends with everyone in Gryffindor.
Okay, Lex Luger. Gryffindor also then. Right?
Wasn't he a bad guy?
I don't know. He seems like a good guy. He was in the red NWO, the Wolf Pack, I believe.
I got one more for
That
you.
was WCW.
Will be the last
Scott Hall. May he rest in peace. He was Slytherin because he was a bad guy.
But he was the best. But yes.
He was a bad
But
guy.
What about Goldust? That guy was
Slytherin.
the creepiest.
He was Slytherin, absolutely. He was absolutely in Slytherin.
It's just such a funny character.
We should make this a thing where it's just send us a scenario of these people from something, and we'll tell you which Harry Potter house they were in.
I like that.
That'll be our, like, we always joke about, like,
Next week we do The Office.
Oh, you're such a Pisces. Yeah, don't do The Office. That was obviously like the first guest I video said. But like whenever like, oh, that's such an Aries thing. Just like, oh, dude, such a fucking Hufflepuff. Like, we'll just make that a real thing. Like in real life, just start regularly like, dude, fucking Ravenclaw vibes out of this guy.
One of the girls.
If they're just a weirdo, you're like Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff. I could see it right from the back.
One of the girls at the restaurant, just like every other tweet is, it's Aries season, but we're still in Capricorn rising moon. So like conflicted. I just want to respond to every single one. Be like, this isn't real. This
Crouching
isn't
Tiger,
real.
Hidden Dragon.
This isn't real.
So Hufflepuff of her. She's definitely a Hufflepuff. All right. That's a great question. Great like exercise, Javier. Appreciate you weighing in on today's podcast at Pass Grade Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. If you'd like to submit your question, we'll get to them throughout each week. And I am at Alex J. Middleton, Pat's at Not Pat Dan, Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Robert has a podcast called A Recent Study Suggests, and you can hear new episodes of that every single Monday. Also, happy early birthday, Robert. You believe your birthday is it Sunday?
It's Sunday.
And look at me knowing Robert's birthday. Robert's birthday's on Sunday, so happy early birthday to Bobby Jokes. I do a podcast called Clear and Big Blue Podcast with my friend Mike Fish. We talk soccer and football. If you're interested in that, check it out. Clear and Big Blue Podcast, free wherever you listen to podcasts. Go watch the video version of this Pass the Grade podcast on YouTube. Just search it; it'll pop right up. Go subscribe to it. Screenshot us as you subscribe to it. Robert does a lot of work on this. Let him know that his work is going towards something. Go like us again at Pass Grade Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and on our Facebook page as well. Have a great rest of your week. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you're listening to us. Share us with a friend. And until we talk to you guys next week, pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Shawty's apple bottom jeans and those boots with the fur.